against an underperforming Heretics. But I think not only did they look much
Hello, welcome back to my live stream. Di watch party PRX melawan Vitality.
They're playing a lot of really good slow rounds. I was very impressed with the calling, with the poise from them.
Dan kalian bisa lihat di sini gue ditemani dengan
dominant fashion. Very clean.
I think the irony of it though is you're saying, you know, Vitality, when they're doing the individual things, maybe not the best situation for them. Meanwhile, PRX, go out there, fight your ones, live your best life.
But my point isn't that one of these teams can and the other can't win out in the chaos. I think what matters isn't the mechanics, but the micro of how they play around each other in these late team fights. That's what you were highlighting. PRX was excellent at, and I felt like Vitality wasn't at that same level.
Yeah, I think Vitality's strength is their structure and their kind of game planning and their protocol system. PRX aren't going to have that. They're going to intuitively know what to do. I think this is a big challenge, the biggest challenge that Vitality have ever had. They have not been punched in the face this hard before, and it's going to be extremely interesting to see how they try to contain PRX. They contained Foot in the last game, but PRX is a completely different beast.
I don't know if people can contain
Kira-kira siapa yang akan menang?
Proven to be very challenging, but if
Who's
there's
gonna
one
win?
individual who has the ability to do just that, it's one of the greatest of all time. It's Chronicle. He had an opportunity to catch up with Jen earlier today.
Here at Chronicle of Vitality. Chronicle, what can Vitality do against PRX that other teams couldn't do, maybe in the past, and maybe here in London?
I think that will be a secret, otherwise I'm gonna show my cards instantly. But I will let them be a little bit scared.
Okay, alright. It's a secret though.
Yeah.
Jen just is not able to get blood from the stone there. You know, good try, Jen. But you know what, though? When you look at this team and we talk about the individuals, and yes, they are great together, but there is one person who, whenever I see him in those moments, he can clutch up. Durka. You know, again, this team is loaded with GOATs. Genuinely just talent up the wazoo. But Durka is going to be a guy that I'm certainly keeping my eyes on in this matchup.
Yeah, I think it's about the fact that he somehow is underlooked time and time again, despite the fact that every time he is at a global event, he is frying. Like, look at some of those stats. He is, in my opinion, the best entry player of all time. I think that he is one of the best duelists of all time. Maybe sometimes when he goes to global events, maybe even Fnatic, Vitality, they don't go as far as maybe in some of the tournaments, but every single time that Durka is there, you go into that VLR page, he is up the top there every single time. Maybe regionally, he wasn't as strong, but as soon as the bright lights hit, he is frying, and I think this meta is perfect for him with the Jet and the Raze.
And he showed up massively in that opening game of the playoffs for Vitality, one of the most consistent players, like you're saying. But if you're looking at Vitality, you focus on Durka, you focus on Chronicle. They're guys that are in the absolute conversation for greatest individual player of all time. But I feel like at this point, there's almost no contest that PRX is the greatest team of all time, especially if they keep form in this event, can make it on another deep run. Their consistency is incredible. They've made more global events than anyone else. This is some of Valorant's GOAT players against who is right now the greatest team.
Yeah, I think this match and this tournament will mean a lot to these players' legacies. You know, we got Chronicle looking for his fourth. We got Durka there cementing the fact that he could be the greatest duelist. His head-to-head is something who I think is the greatest duelist of the modern era, and PRX for sure the greatest team in this modern era, if not of all time, depending how this tournament goes.
Hey, look, no matter what, tall task for Team Vitality, but let's hear from Sayonara on Vitality, on the Vitality squad about this Masters run in this HyperX player moment.
Makan guys dia guys.
Vitality Sayonara. Feels really good, a really dominant win and a good momentum boost for us for the playoff start, and a sweet revenge for the grand final in EMEA. I believe they played the same, maybe a little bit worse individual wise, but I think they tried the same ideas, just I think we played a lot better and we adapted to what they were doing. And we just got used to the stuff that they pull. Nothing much to say, it was a very straightforward game. We destroyed them and we're looking forward to our next opponent.
Can't quite get out of this for now. Managed to play his life and Sayonara with a double! You don't get to! Durka
Sayonara.
This is a massacre on A mistake made! And Boo now has to face the consequences. The leader in game has to deal with what they've just done.
We should have been the #1 seed, I agree with Profek, but at the end of the day it doesn't matter. number 1 seed, number 2 seed. We are gonna play good no matter what, and we are on fire right now. We will give anyone the fight that they deserve, and we will show that we are better, and we are gonna dominate no matter who we play, and we're gonna give them a tough game and an entertaining game for the fans to watch.
Okay, so I want Sayonara to basically motivate me in every aspect of my life.
Yeah.
Straight talk, keeping it real, $150, exactly what you want to hear. All right, let's jump into our skirmish side selection, shall we? As we have PRX here, and oh, who's this on the PRX side here?
Oh, that's Tommy, their team manager. There's a running joke in PRX to send whoever out, and they've been trying to get Tommy in the
Tommy ya guys ya.
I think there's a reason maybe why he hasn't been there before, but he does manage to get a kill.
You got a kill! Pop off, Tommy!
Two?
He got 2 kills! Let's go!
No comment.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, I'll take 2. I can't even get 1. So I will give Tommy all the credit in the world there.
I mean, today we got a win for a coach, but not a manager. It's a shame.
Yeah, the manager.
Tommy guys, anjir yang ini ya, yang skirmish.
Right. Let's go ahead and jump into
Waktu itu Alex,
our
sekarang
maps,
Tommy.
picks and bans and see where we're playing.
Right, hello and welcome
Lahap guys dia guys, makanya guys.
Vito for PRX versus Vitality. Vitality won the skirmish, so
Apa
they're
nih?
going to pick their side.
Hello, it's me, and I'm gonna pick Team A.
Team A, alright. Which means you are banning first.
We ban Ascent.
Alright, Vitality bans Ascent, and what PRX bans?
We are banning Pearl.
Alright, Pearl is also banned, and Vitality is picking.
Today is a cold breeze again, so we pick breeze.
Alright, and the side for Breeze, please.
We go defense.
Defense, and your map pick PRX.
We are picking split.
Alright, splits, and the side for split.
Restart attack.
Okay, so we have Fracture, Haven, and Lotus left. Vitality banning first.
We ban Haven.
Haven is gone.
Gonna
We
go
have
easy on me with this one.
Fracture and Lotus left.
Yeah. We banning Lotus.
Alright, which means the side there is Fracture and Vitality is picking the side.
Fracture.
This feels like million years ago, but I think we pick attack.
Okay, so quick recap. We start with Breeze, PRX defense, then we have Split, Vitality attacks, and if we go to the decider map, which is Fracture, Vitality attacks. Everything correct?
It's time to set fire to the rain.
Good luck, guys.
How could you not love Vitality, man? These guys are characters.
Have you been enjoying the dad jokes?
Yeah, I love it.
Time.
I love it, man. It's so good. I mean, come on. Look at me.
Yampe.
Obviously, I'm enjoying it, Minnie. I'm easy to please.
You're the target audience.
I am. You know, not the youth that are watching this show. That being said, though, folks, I mean, we got our series, we got our maps. Let's talk about it. We got Breeze, Split, and if necessary, we're taking a trip over to Fracture. We feeling maybe a 3-mapper today, Mimi?
I do think getting the Breeze in here early is good for Vitality. In terms of non-Americas teams, they have my favorite harbor of anyone here. So I think this is a great place to start, but it's going to really be a test. PRX at their best are a nightmare on this map. This is where the individualism absolutely shines with their double duelist.
All right, folks, this is it. Let's go ahead and bring out your 2 teams for this epic clash. It's Vitality and PRX.
Let's go.
I feel like I belong in the international stage. Seeing the crowd when I walk out to the stage, I feel amazing. I think one thing I learned in Santiago was how I switched my mindset to just feel and be in the moment. I just let the moment be itself and enjoy every second.
We got a good momentum boosting groups. We adapted to some new style. Everything just clicked, and we are on fire right now.
I think Vitality is a great team, but now we're gonna be going up against them and we feel very confident. Chronicle and Durkee, they're very experienced, and the chemistry between those two, you can see it there and it's legit.
PRX players, they play with utmost confidence. They will get in your face. But I believe that our playstyles will match kinda well. We have the structure, they have the confidence and the aim. We will match quite well and we're gonna give a fair fight.
Team Vitality, this might be your home region, but watch out.
But watch out though, kata
Train
NP.
has arrived.
PRX, I'm sorry to tell you, this is your last stop.
Show me how to feel alive.
Gokil, epic tos momentos anjir. Keren, Cok.
With world-class players on both teams, this matchup could go to the end of the line. It's PRX versus Team Vitality.
On the one side, you have a team that is loaded with great players.
Lah anjir, gue kira masuknya dari situ, Cok.
Players like Chronicle, players like
Di
Durka,
samping
but they're
ternyata.
facing off against a team that is considered to be the greatest of all time. It's going to be a challenge no matter what, but an epic clash here for Pacific and EMEA.
For EMEA, it's that classic style, the structure, the preparation.
Yang Chronicle jalannya kayak Spartan
One
aja.
of the most chaotic, aggressive squads that this game has to offer. And on the verge of yet another top 3. If PRX perform this event, I don't think anyone can doubt anymore that they are
masih makan
the
loh,
greatest
guys.
team of all time.
Kenyang nih dia nih. Mukbang, guys.
But this would be something new.
Taruh
for
samping gua kali ya,
Vitality
sini
that
kali ya.
despite high expectations
Biar
these
kelihatan
last
dikit.
2 years
Bayar
hasn't
mod.
been able to deliver at the internationals.
What does it mean, Minnie, for a Vitality team that can manage to get past the train of PRX and on top of that do so with a spot in the top 3? What does this mean to these guys?
Well, I think that they're able to win today. I think they're the clear favorites for the tournament. I think that they have that firepower, they have that experience, they have the blend of a bit of hunger from
Kelihatan
their
ya.
experienced players, and they have the structure. They have everything there. It's just about whether it comes together today.
It's such a big moment, I think, as well, for Durka, for Chronicle. They were at the absolute top of the game when they were on Fnatic. Ended up leaving that team, going down to Vitality. Durka stepping over earlier. And that's really a risk, right? To step away from a team that has always had such success, that has always been on top.
Coba kita angkat, guys. Dia masih belum mau datang ke tangan gue, guys. Jadi harus pakai ginian nih. Dipancing habis itu diangkat.
To cement yourself, not just as a member of a great team, but as singularly the greatest players to do it. If you beat PRX here, you send the tournament favorites to the lower bracket.
Yeah, I think this is a legacy-defining matchup potentially. We've got, as we said, PRX, they have the players, they have the achievements.
Yeah.
Vitality, as an organization, this is their time to shine now with the great players that they have.
Oh yeah, prolific organization across all of esports is Vitality, but you guys, of course, bring a very important point here, which is that experience. I think when you look at what we saw in EDG and XLG, you had an EDG team that was used to the bright lights of the big stage, and then you had XLG team that was not just punching above their weight class, but also showing that they too can match there, but they had to prove that. Both of these teams, that ain't the case. They've both been in these situations before, and they have the leadership to guide them.
I mean, it's going to be Sayonara and Prophet we're looking at for that narrative, but both of them have been great. Sayonara in particular has been shining. The way he plays the game, so methodical, it is so great to see that methodical brain is just able to work, and he doesn't get nervous in these moments, it seems.
You
right
heard him
now.
in the interviews? I mean, my guy's locked in.
That guy is a very mature train of thought. It does not surprise me the way he plays, given the way that he talks.
Yeah.
Vitality delivered in their first match. It was a completely dominant win against Team Heretics in the playoffs. But things looked a little bit shakier in the groups. Things could have gone awry in those games. Some individual performances
Jangan di
away
sini,
from
jadi gue
it
nggak
being a
bisa
completely different
ngapal
story.
begini di sini, guys.
This is the match for me to cement which Team Vitality this is. If it's the one that stomped Heretics, if it's the one that can handle PRX's aggression and stay strong under
Tapi dia udah nggak kabur-kabur banget, guys, dari tangan gue. Biasanya mau gue gini-giniin aja nih, dia kabur, guys. Sekarang udah mulai masih agak kabur-kabur dikit, tapi jalan gitu, jalan terus begini masih kayak.
I think that they really understand how to play in those post plants, pushing forward with those harbor walls, and on the defense they understand the floods.
Ada kemajuan.
It's beautiful to see. But PRX on this defense, there are times I've seen them so locked in, so in flow state that they're in the opponent's spawn almost in the first 10 seconds of the round. It's criminal.
I could just see PRX straight up just disrespecting the harbor walls, not even giving a crap about it, if I'm being honest with you, with the way they play, Mimi.
And they're good at fighting, at disrespecting you, at pushing you into the back of your chairs.
Let's go, let's see. Breeze nih, seru nih, guys. Match pertamanya Breeze. Gue kayak cuci tangan dulu kali ya.
And something. The meta had moved away from both of them for a long time, having to pick up different roles. But when you think about Valorant, these are two of the pinnacle players on this agent, on the best map for the Jet, facing off today.
Yeah, I 100% echo your sentiments. There's been very rarely times where they've actually been able to match up against each other, and this is the perfect moment for that Jet meta.
All right, London, it's time to start the game. We got Vitality, we got PRX, and who better to call all the action at two of the greatest of all time, Pansy and Nightbot.
Yeah, thank you. And what a tantalizing prospect this one is. The miracle against the machine. I mean, Vitality built to be a championship level team, now facing arguably one of the greatest teams we have as they stand.
Yeah, and it's always just a different test to come up against PRX. Again, you can go back, you can watch VODs, but they are VODs you can take very little away from.
Yes.
For me, though, Vitality, to be honest, the person that gets tested the most here in this roster is Yampy today. Again, we're starting on the breeze. Again, loving what he's doing on the KO recently, but he's going to be so crucial in some of these moments in a round, not in rounding, but where that second wave of pressure comes through, their ability to fight back.
I'm going to echo that even further. I'm looking at the coaching staff as well. It's one thing to think you're prepared for PRX. It's another to face them in the server. This team has X factors that people cannot contain.
All right, let's go.
New challenger.
Round 1 di map pertama.
And let me set the tone for you already. Look at middle.
Already postured up here. PRX, eyes trained, and Yampy will fall off rip. So plenty of time left on the clock here, but Vitality look to pick up the pace here on the back of that. Lurker sent forwards, Sheriff in hand. Doesn't get a fight just yet. A ping here, but a couple of spams. So close to connecting.
Untung peluru habis tuh, kalau kagak tembak mati tuh. 4 second.
That guy is unstoppable with 4 kills.
Device tilted as well.
Stealing.
Convincing.
Davai feeling it guys kali ini guys. Jarang loh kita lihat Davai kayak gitu loh. Cuma di season ini guys Davai kayak gitu. Biasanya dia kalem, ketawa-tawa. Tuh, kapan kita lihat Davai kayak gini guys? Cuma di season ini.
God, the main course. 4 in the first round and the 5th could have happened. Oh, well. Welcome back to playing these boys, eh? As said, some of Vitality know what it's like. The rest are now getting a really rather brutal introduction. As Forsaken, not looking particularly concerned, but gets his head taken off. Chronicle going to find one back.
Not necessarily scale out main just yet. Timing not going to be there. Chronicle's got a second here.
How has he got 2? There's no right to get 2 there.
Sayonara dapat bulldog.
Be careful to not get isolated, but confidence is still in play, and the young gun, the new man to the stage, now to be tested. Something in Divide, 2 of the monstrous players in the small glimpse of what we've seen from PRX thus far here in London. And Sayonara having to find them both. Not to be, Divide, safe pair of hands, and a second round.
Hints of that disrespect showing already from PRX. Happy to take the fight forwards. Chronicle finding 2 outrageous kills though.
Guys, dia mau manjat dan tadi ada cerita lucu guys. Jadi kan gue olahraga, gue habis nge-gym guys. Gue habis nge-gym seberapa jam ya? 1,5 jaman. Gue balik, gue kehujanan dikit. Gue mau ke atas dulu nih, mau ganti baju dulu. Begitu ke kamar, gue ngeliatin ke kandang. Kok di ujung mata gue ada yang jalan nih di atas lantai gue, kata gue. Cek. Dia bisa turun, dia bisa keluar, kocak, dia manjat. Nggak tahu caranya dia manjat gimana, cuman kayaknya gara-gara botol ini dia manjat ke atas botol terus keluar. Kocak, untung masih di kamar gue dan udah ketutup semua guys. Gue udah nyalain AC kan. Tiba-tiba dia di bawah, di luar guys. Nah ini dia lagi berusaha manjat botol minumnya lagi nih kayaknya. Tuh. Nah, biar gue tahu nih dia keluarnya dari mana. Kalau emang dari botolnya gue lepas dulu. Ini kayak dari botolnya sih guys, dia berusaha naiknya dari botolnya terus nih. Oke, fokus ke game dulu ya.
PRX just happy to brawl out the early round. Necessarily here though, we spread a little more thin. Chance here for Vitality to set something in motion. He actually takes a attack here off the drone, forced back. And prevented from really pushing any further forward. Device still here, but does duck away.
They're trying to strong arm the approach towards A though. They've got plenty of bodies on the side. They haven't really tested much beyond that. And again, it has been Chronicle being the one to swing things over, but Envy again looking sharp. Great control from Chronicle, and a pause they haven't actually planted just yet. They've kind of taken their time here.
Yeah, concerning actually, that timing potentially passing them. Yampi trying to bait something out here, push.
Yeah, they're close.
They might just go for it.
Yeah, they baited it out, but here it comes, and they're losing! Vitality thought they may
Ntar
have
kalian
had the
lihat sendiri guys,
upper hand.
ntar habis lawan ini.
The weapons being recovered. Jing is still on just that pistol, but there's plenty on the ground now. He wants it. I think he's got the upgrade. And Profect's still just on that Guardian. You're looking at Chronicle to help out here, but PRX have taken back this side of the map, and they've got the spike there. And he overpeaks there. Well, it's not really an overpeak with PRX. They're happy to show off that capability and talent.
30 seconds
But
left.
Profec, I was going to say, had gotten out,
Oh, yeah.
maybe unnoted. Now
Ketahuan.
certainly considered
Aduh.
sharp on the first.
Bahaya nih.
Needs two more. Not
Nice.
gonna get two more. Jing closing
Perfect.
down the account, and PRX on a lighter purchase, willing to fight for the space.
Brute forcing off these two pistols. It's not even to play in the rifle. I mean, it's Jing to find one there with a pistol behind that. Beautiful stuff. Actually, I mean, a couple of these situations, you want to see Vitality maybe shy away.
Tuh, lihat gak? Lihat gak? Tuh, tuh,
Wait things
tuh,
out.
tuh.
Be a little more equipped to
Ini
grip
tuh,
this
lagi berusaha
aggression.
manjat botol.
I mean, it's
Berarti
always
bener guys dari
unorthodox.
botol.
Gonna have your head on a swivel for sure. Chronicle
Awas
Perfect
sudah
early,
cedera
ultimate
ntar
CS,
kamu dan
Sayonara
copot
one.
aja. Berarti udah benar ketahuan guys. Udah ketahuan dia dari botol ternyata naiknya udah.
Really contest.
Ntar sama cedera guys gitu, maksa-maksa gitu ntar malah sakit ya kita kan.
Not seeing too
Jangan ya.
much different in the way of this.
Jangan ya.
Again, the purchase, obviously the big
Kocak
differential,
bener
but
nih
again,
hamster,
they're not
ajaib
unfamiliar
bener.
with Vitality either, playing it throughout the majority of series against Heretics, and of course in the first, the VIT already going to deal with Sayonara, so easy stuff. Going to get a plant. That's in. Small silver lining. Any more would be surprising. Something in MV looking likely. This is clean work. PRX not looking fussed or phased. They look absolutely spot on.
Run away with a flawless here. Again, this ult cycle going to be huge for Vitality, but it needs to net a couple of rounds. Need to be frugal in terms of investment. A missed dart here. Start off. It doesn't necessarily have a huge impact. Call an early timeout here for Vitality. Maybe just to check in. Said a couple of situations where they're just being caught off guard. I mean, the one thing you can prepare for
Ngopi guys ya.
is kind of leaning into that sort of playstyle PRX. I mean, they are begging you to fight them in some of these rounds, especially on the buy rounds where there's we'll send somebody forward. It's like, so often we criticize, oh, you're peeking solo, there's nobody to trade off that. PRX love that. Well, we'll send somebody forward. We'll solo swing something.
Because it never quite feels as coin flippy with them as well, because they are so mechanically good and they do have systems behind it, such a belief system with it as well, and the coin-based win condition hopefully being kind of chewed through by Vitality's coaching staff. And I think this is what I was kind of alluding to at the start of this game as well. It's very different facing PRX in these environments and kind of coming into this. It's going to be hard work for Yampi, it's going to be hard work for the coaching
belum
staff.
beli wheelnya
I think
guys
many
ya.
teams
Kasihan dia
globally
kayak
and
mau
historically
lari-lari dah.
have always had PRX's number. It's, you know, a couple of teams have figured it out once in a while.
I mean, you can count on one hand the number of times we've had interviews where it's like, yeah, pretty confident going into this series.
Yeah, we got great read. Easier said than done. So it is going to be a tough test, and it's not just on the server. Obviously, the visual element is that these guys hit like a truck, like every single one of them. But it's the prep behind it. It's can you dismantle that? Can you disrupt it?
So the ult cycle aligning here for Vitality, but PRX are stacked up as well, only missing Forsakens. They may be anticipating a set piece here.
It could be, and into this round with Vitality, we are going to have a listen in to see how things are developing on their side and see how Yampi's handling it. So let's actually check in with that right about now.
Geli guys, geli guys. Turun.
I think we know life comes around.
Geli.
Boys, can we just do
Geli.
a protect beast between stuff from this? With the ult. Stefan, do you have drones?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
we
only
can
thing,
just do
guys, I cannot send the orb. I need to take a.
Okay, don't do orb damage, just smoke the mid cross. And can you see on double door?
I'm ready. I smoke.
Dia abis keluar guys, jadi kayak pengen banget keluar
I
nih.
will start this time. Yeah.
Could be elbow now, boys.
Yeah, we will clear it, so we just do...
I don't see.
Go up, David.
Nothing.
Let's go. I'm with you, Danger. 3, 2, 1.
I'm running from there.
Close mid clear. He's winning last.
And Omen, beat trap.
Oh, the confidence on Divide to repeat that, and then the push out as well. Doubling down, it's not just a solo endeavor. You can see where Jing is willing to push further forward. He could slice behind them and saying behind them, something is hunting them down. Push through from A main, strangling them. This is just complete and utter destruction. Durka has no safety. He does not know where he can step, where he can walk. Something spots him. This is a vintage
goodbye.
battle, and something has his
Let's
number.
go.
Durka is just a split second off that glance into spawn to catch this. But even then, I mean, PRX just running rings around the other backline of Vitality here as they're trying to set up desperately.
Dia pengen keluar kayaknya deh. Apa gue taruh sini dulu kali ya? Tapi gue takut.
Put a plan into place to invest something in terms of this ult cycle. It's Envy and the Hunter's Fury applying so much pressure. Device sitting at 10 and 2 right now.
It's a brutal display so far, and looking at the tempo of this, I don't think it's going to stop. You have to somewhat quell that aggression from PRX.
That was the one that
Jangan
Vitality
sampai
slowed
pipis
down.
aja,
You
pipis
want to
ya.
be a little more methodical.
I love that kind of re-hit though, almost that kind of re-aggress
Udah, jangan
from
sini.
PRX.
Jangan ke
Now
pinggir
they're gonna
meja.
just actually do it
Udah takut gue
themselves.
guys.
Protocol overwhelmed. Jing's got mid. Envy does get taken down,
Takut
so there
malah
could be an
jatuh.
issue here. But Divide
Dah,
holding
taruh aja,
the corner
taruh.
well. Jing in support. This is all going their way. It looks too easy.
Davai.
Sayonara and Profek
Kagak fokus gue jadinya udah.
completely out of
Nonton lu.
sorts here. Gonna try and get a plant. You're hoping for miracles now.
So the pit here, I mean,
Nice.
Gila, sayonara, cok.
over the top.
Tajam.
They need a round hit. And this is the younger guns here.
Nice.
Sayonara has fallen. It is all on Profek. A 1v3 against this squad would be something to remember, but they want this one back. They want that board kept clean. And I think Forsaken's got the angle. Oh, he's actually fallen
Nice.
with the trade. Instantaneous.
Let's go,
It
perfect.
looks so simple with these guys. And something I'm going to start looking at as well for Vitality is, honestly, Durka here. Again, roll your minds back historically, previous teams and previous performances, saying, and quote, lost my confidence. They've been pushing everything and hitting everything. And that still holds true. This guy has had his work
Gue
cut
pengen
out and
ganti
had to
lantai
deal with
gue
this
jadi ini
roster
dulu sih guys,
time
jadi
and time
parket
again.
guys, karena
And he's just
ini
not landing
sekarang
today.
lantai gue tuh masih karpet guys.
This gamble in mid is
Mau gue
insane, by the way. So when the
ganti jadi
Dark gets sent
vinyl
down,
atau nggak
somebody shoots
parket
it, cool.
gitu.
Full send. That's the green
Biar kalau
line
misalkan dia
that PRX
pipis
need
juga
to
atau
just
apa gitu,
execute
gampang
onto the
bersihnya
back
guys.
line.
Ini bikin
Again,
banyak
there's no
debu guys
contingency here
pakai
to really bail
karpet tuh.
Chronicle out. PRX
Cepet
just
kotor.
holding no punches whatsoever. He's opening 7 rounds. Durka looking to pick the pace up a little bit. Catches Jing off guard, but Forsaken on the other side, that will go forwards.
Tell me there's ever an upswing for Vitality, because it's instantly backed by
Kalau
PRX. They
lantainya
are so
vinyl,
good at
gue
always
pede deh gue
evening
taruh
things
bawah
up
nggak
and
apa-apa.
then taking
Kalau
the lead.
pipis gampang
Something in full
bersihinnya.
control until beheaded. Profek trying to keep the boys
Paling
in
tinggal gue
this
tutup
one.
aja nih,
The PRX
stop
are on the move
kontak
already.
inian,
And you know
kabel
they're
PC
confident, you
kan,
know they'll
biar
swing,
nggak
you know they'll
situ-situ.
take a fight. Durka gonna take their life though. Follow-up round.
Gila.
Maybe spoken into existence, but Envy in a 1v2. And they're relatively
Let's
split,
go,
but
Envy.
in complementary positions.
Chill,
So
chill.
Envy has to try and
Oke,
divide and
ditandain tuh
conquer.
guys, satunya
He's
di main.
managed to find.
Oh my god, he's here so early.
He is, and he's completely unnoted. Profek. He's gone
Oke.
down, and now the 1v1
Tahu deh.
Sayonara. Barely stepping
Oh my god,
Welcome to the big
Envy
stages.
gokil
This
lo,
is
gokil,
PRX's home.
gokil. Ya gokil ya.
Just catching Sayonara again, just
They're so good, man.
so confident to hold this peak. It's heartbreaking to see some of these situations again. Timeout called. I think Pal's probably hearing things that are out of sorts and
Gokil.
wants to check in once more. 7-1 the scoreline.
This is the big leagues, though, isn't it? Really? Because, like, look, and I think we were kind of talking about this as it is another timeout for Vitality. We've seen them throughout this so far, DRG, FUT, and Team Heretics, and they look pretty good. They look very good, actually, even compared to regional form. I think all of us were like, okay, they've made a step forward. This is the first big boy they're facing, though.
Yeah, like I said, there's always a different test as well. It's not like a, hey, how well vetted are you versus international teams. You always put PRX outside of that bracket, right? It's, again, you can go and prepare for, what do? Watch the last VODs and
hope you got them.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have such faith
Allah,
in your ability to execute versus, and you just don't get the opportunities to do so. You can see here, removing Chronicle within the first 15 on the back of a dart being shot. They are willing to just coin flip so many situations, and they're so talented that they're not 50-50 coin flips.
They are not 50-50.
It's not a roll of the dice.
It really isn't. Because you can't say that by this point, right? It's like we've seen this consistently now. It's 70-30.
Yeah, there are teams every so often, it's just like, yeah, you know, things have aligned for them. There's a good meta for them, but this approach, their ability to just embrace the chaos is, I mean, it's stood the test of time.
It has. It truly, truly has, and it's something that I think has won hearts and minds watching this team. The faith behind each of them. The stand shoulder to shoulder and the purchase, obviously perfect with PRX. They're happy.
Sama beli wheel kali gue guys.
On the other side, they're trying to scrape together a couple of Guardians, but the tempo's not really relenting. Forsaken, waiting, gets outdone. Instant trade, I tell you. Count the seconds between the kills. It is all PRX every single time. As Vitality are being made to look amateur today with only one round.
Spam catch onto Divide there, force him a little deeper, but Jing still very healthy here. Something now picking up the angle towards the spike being noted earlier as well. So Profek has to be so careful. Again, that paranoia building of somebody else drifting outside of B will slow things down, but plenty of time left on the clock.
Stop. Malah jadi ngejar tangan gue terus deh.
Anything done here?
Nothing of real value either. It's been kept behind utility cycling. And then you've got to take on arguably some of the nuttiest aimers on the other side as well. Jing has no reason to really fall off this. Still very safe
30 seconds
and very confident. It's sky high. It always is.
Dapat satu.
Nora is at least going to get
Udah fine
something
loh.
back, but it is a 3v2 still. Numbers sit with PRX. The site now getting a slight bit of pressure, but that shock dart's dangerous. Chip damage done, and Chronicle feeling a little bit of that. Divide goes looking, loses his life. 10 seconds only running low on time, and they've got no one left to take the fight. 8-1. This is dominance from PRX.
Absolutely brutal. Vitality just can't get themselves a solid grasp on some of these mid rounds.
Gila, Davai ngehold that.
PRX just disrespecting it. I mean, Divide even here, 9 HP, walk in front side just to try and challenge. Sitting at 14-4 right now.
Oh, he's having a game.
Yeah, running away with this half.
I still think Divide is such a big stage player, and I wouldn't even, seeing the way Vitality are playing, I don't know if I'll put him in it, but he is up to challenge,
What is this smoke?
And every time you try and turn up the tempo, every time you try and maybe take a pause for thought, it doesn't matter how you approach the game, they're already pushing everywhere! Something making it hurt. Profek wants to punish, and he's going to catch Forsaken in the heels. At least can answer back, and no instant trade, but Envy is still on this angle.
Flash out here could be everything.
It's big.
Goodbye.
And it's not what they needed. Okay, that's a recoverable weapon. Step by step, making an account at least in this round. Jing.
See information. No way he's walking this, man.
Over.
I mean, that's what I mean.
Over.
Thank God Dirk is actually holding that.
It's a lesson I feel that you have to learn in the server. Again, I know we talk about it, but still. Into the side we go. This is looking like the most likely round, but look who's still alive. The two X-Factor players for me who have been outstanding. Ones that command attention, and for all the right reasons. Divide and something.
Sayonara flank jauh.
Spike planted.
Divide on site.
Sayonara all the way behind this as well.
Dapat sini Sayonara.
Trying to clear as they go.
Here.
Sayonara should be the full stop to the round if it gets that dangerous. Yampi's done well to isolate one, and Vitality harness some of the aggression. It took a MasterCard Thrifty to flip it and get a second.
Maintaining 4 alive here as well.
Bagus dah, makan aja dah.
It's a great catch.
Ini buat apa ya? Oh, what the hell? Gokil. buat ngeprotect knife-nya, coy.
That's outrageous from Jing.
Oh gila, niat sih sampai gunain smoke-nya begitu.
And again, but I feel like
Gokil.
you can limit test when you're sitting at, what was it, 8-1 prior to that round? Why wouldn't you? Go for it. You could always simmer it down a little bit and try to imply the same sort of approach here. Toying with this same utility and knife. It's a lovely idea. It's only been in the server, but still, it's now called in the action. Something on patrol. Durka already up middle though, and
Itu kah secret yang dimaksud?
Oh, that's a shot from Durka. Starting
My
to figure
God,
things
Durka.
out a little.
I mean, yeah, getting absolutely spanked in the first few rounds, but now actually on the brink of breaking even, but something. Patience pays off for him. Chronicle will fall now.
What the hell, Durka? Ih, gila nih Durka kalau udah kasih OP.
But can they clear Divide? He doesn't know how close he was.
The bait is beautiful. The steps away here.
But Envy still caught one back, and they're going to note something. So they know the last two players up against the three here. Spike is on site. Oh my word, somebody's going. He is getting closer. He's feeling this one. Oh no, you can't miss those shots. He gets it back in control eventually, but takes a lot of damage for it, and something left in a 1v3. HP is not perfect. Takes down 2 more targets in towards sight. And Durka's had a round.
Gila, Durka apa sih?
Just about now breaks even, goes positive.
Baku udah capek deh guys, udah makan timun guys. Nggak jelas lagian. Apa sih parkour anjir, hamster parkour cok.
He's been digging these players out of tough angles.
Supaya Durka ngeri coy.
Jing is fantastic. This bait as well out of the pit. Fantastic stuff. Only missing PRX ultimate here. Vitality very well situated for this round 12.
Into the unknown.
The judge, no shield for Devi. Hunter's Fury. And a TP here for Jing. And something on the prowl once more. Quick rotation in effect here on the back of the drone. I mean, A site wide open right now. Vitality have a window of opportunity.
Yeah, Jing, I guess towards double doors, and you got Forsaken nearby. That judge, I don't want to say it's going to be tougher for him, but it
is Envy out of range?
Tricky.
Just about now.
Yeah, there we go. So going to hear that.
Gak gambling kah? Hanya ditinggal. Nice.
Fall, and that's a problem. Now down to 4 and barely even seen a pixel. So Durka once again required. Spots a player moving up, but Forsaken quick on his feet, making Lucius pace moves. He's already on site here. Forsaken looking clear.
Si Envy cok, kan Envy udah ulti.
PRX back on the site now, looking dominant.
Aduh, Durka ngeri.
Durka the one to try and stand the ground. He's got to go
Alhamdulillah.
wild, but he can't do it alone.
Mid.
Chronicle so far away. This might be too little too late. I don't think he can. Can he see any part of this? I don't think he can stop the inevitable. PRX on 9.
Gila.
This is dominance, Mike. This is just an outclass.
And again, wide open sights contested by the Hunter's Fury, but the plant isn't good for Chronicle to play this late. He needs to make moves whilst all of this is happening.
Tuh plannya jelek ya guys ya, nggak kelihatan dari itu. Harusnya bisa agak sini kayaknya.
And they need it. They need every single player on because PRX is looking lethal today. 9-3, a solid half. And you can see it, man. Like, you still don't want to let Vitality wake up. However, Frankie is going to be standing by and hanging out with some of the watch partiers.
Half time.
So he is going to be handing over to kind of chatting away with them up at the booth with one of the co-streamers, Temet.
I've taken over Temet's stream, everyone, because...
Wait guys ya. Melenceng dikit nggak apa-apa kan ya? Spain. Idih, masih 0-0. Udah men 78 Spain. Belgia Mesir, kurang seru. Apalagi sih yang... Wah, sumpah gokil banget. Anjir, masih manjat di... Tapi kalau yang ini susah sih, soalnya udah nggak ada botolnya susah guys. Udah, antar lu cedera. Ya elah. Besok gue bersihin dah tuh, gue ilangin aja lah. Apa ya, ini kali Inggris Kroasia seru kayaknya guys. Inggris Kroasia. Apalagi yang seru nih? Brazil, ini gue dukung Brazil cuman lawan Haiti kayaknya B aja gak sih? Nggak seru guys. Oh nggak apa-apa karena ini pagi jadi bisa gue tonton. Nah ini seru nih, Spanyol Arab Saudi nih, tanggal 21 jam 11. Ini juga lumayan nih seru nih. Tapi pagi-pagi jam 3. Pagi-pagi guys, jam 3 tapi guys.
A little bit of corruption up at the desk. Shocking scenes.
Doesn't take long playing London servers to get corrupted,
No,
to be
true.
fair.
When should you try and go to Paris?
It's a matter.
Gue takut banget itu tiba udah di luar lagi deh. Tapi harusnya udah nggak bisa manjat sih.
9-3 though, PRX put it on a show,
Just
man. I think this is just one of those
Ini
things
seru sih.
you get to pretty much learn on the fly,
Yeah,
right?
and it's like one of those.
Sama kemarin tuh guys, Jepang Belanda tuh seru juga tuh.
Damage control. It's like don't let them style on us,
Skotlandia
man.
nih lumayan lah kali ini. Ada McTominay.
That discussion semi out the window already, but
Pretty much.
Oke udah mau mulai.
Well, coming into this though, we are going to have a quick listen in straight away.
Let's see attack PRX dan defense dari Vitality.
They handle Vitality going to be doing because
Which one better? Vitality defense or PRX attack?
Very much steadfast in approach, but it's pacey here from PRX. So let's tune in, see how this sight hit goes.
I'm flashing right. Flashing right. Right. I'm with
Oh,
you.
dapat satu dong.
Danny, next. He jump on us.
Spike down.
Nice. Itu, play.
Enemy remaining.
Can be anywhere.
Jason ininya 4 second spoiler anjir udah nice duluan.
Timing. Song. He's Sheriff, okay?
He's picked the right spot. Oh, what a shot!
What the hell, Ilya?
It's double digits instantly for PRX.
Pede lu dia hold situ.
could be this
Gokil.
beginning of the end here for Vitality. I mean, I'm going to see if anybody considers anything to follow up here in round 2. And the trades just come through so quickly for PRX here. Divide finding 2 crucial kills in transition as well. Unfortunately, something just has so much time and space. And I mean, he's lethal here in London as well.
He's absolutely on. Vitality not investing into this one. Only one upgraded pistol, and that's about it. And a stack to try and bank your hopes to. And if you know PRX, I don't think they really care that much if there's a stack there. That's just actually more targets and more opportunities.
They just see old orbs.
Oh my god.
That's foul to put it that way, but it actually seems a little bit accurate after this. So simply clearing up as Vitality going to start feeling the reality of facing this side. But something. Has a look, man. He's still going. He's not going to back away. Double dips and has a go at it and doesn't get it, but Jing does.
Gak ada yang kena dong klik kanannya.
Somehow. But it is 11 on the board here.
Nice, perfect.
For PRX. Vitality, I mean, everything
Good start buat PRX ya.
Don't have the early progress.
First match. Good start. Tapi biasanya ntar map kedua nih. Baru nih, udah mulai agak panas biasanya musuhnya juga. PRX juga udah mulai overconfident. Cuman nggak tahu ya, lihat aja. Kayak yang kemarin lawan Leviathan tuh kan udah mulai agak ada perlawanan.
Spotted out here, kept in check by Forsaken. Sayonara going forwards though. They want to challenge this.
Okay, I mean, I guess you have to back yourself in some of it, but PRX have been sending them back to spawn every single time. Willing to brawl. Let's see how the coin lands. Forsaken.
Look at the damage already done though.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned at Durka at Sayonara already. There's the next piece of contact swing. Great read on position, but great trade. Yampi on the counter swing. He can't handle it on the stun. Forsaken gives him a way out and gets the spike back in hand.
Meanwhile, Divide
no.
right behind Profek here.
Oh, dearie me, look at the timing on this one. Divide gets to
Hold
be
hold
the bouncer of the A side.
Nice.
And he's got to be. Forsaken is low enough that it could be an issue.
Anjir diputerin dong.
They could just double wrap
Kampret.
to spawn. In Forsaken, 14 HP, they've got to consider where the other unknown is.
Anjir diputerin dong. Wih, kampret bener-bener.
To be concerned about at this point. The plant is in. And everything becomes an issue. There's no ease to this. First player spotted, they're gonna note Divide, but they still don't quite know where Forsaken waits. So Divide prepares himself, holds the angle, and takes down Profek. He knows where Chronicle was, and he is absolutely on the money today. Just sayonara, left alone.
What?
It is
Wow.
stunning. It's sensational. It's all Divide.
Wah, sumpah Davai.
Just magical to watch.
What the hell, bro?
21-8 here. The opening map of this
Wah,
series.
gila.
Couple of bailouts,
David menyala sih, coy.
He doesn't care about who he's facing off against. Making them look
My
like
God.
amateurs. Map point already here. And no ultimate
reaksinya
closest to away
FNS
to the Blade
gimana
Storm,
nih?
but nothing to really rely on behind this.
Aduh, masih berusaha manjat lagi deh.
The A site here.
Yeah, they're going. I don't think they're going to be stopping for much now. They don't care, they're noted. Pausing for just a moment, but the bulldozers are in on the site. Profek trying to hope for a shot in the dark. And Yampi on the verge of something. Oh, it's only one! You thought he'd get more, but Envy again, great positioning!
Goodbye udah.
And it's just everything. Everything goes right as PRX
Yes.
just look at this team. They are the underdogs. I hate to break it here. That narrative is dead and buried. They are the team to beat.
Absolutely
Gila.
insane performance here. Vitality left scratching their heads. 13-3 here on Breeze. Do not go anywhere. We will be back with Split right after this.
My ace, bro, yeah. Oh, sorry bang, sorry, I switching. Bro, that's my ace, bro. Alright, let's go, boys. Davai.
Kapan lagi Davai feeling it? Hey, stop. Guys, kalian ngeliat nggak sih ini sebenarnya nih hamster usil banget. Pasti manjat, gue giniin pasti manjat. Oh, dia lihat. Tuh. Tuh, mau manjat dia, guys. Kelingkingnya dia kasih kelingkingnya nih. Gimana? Nih. Ding. Udah. Turun. Jangan. Turun. Dah. Wah, bener-bener dancernya. Aduh, kocak. Kita lihat dulu nih statistiknya, guys ya. $218, ACS-nya 312, ratingnya 2. 191 dari 2 ya. Headshot 42%. Invi juga gila sih 50% guys headshotnya guys. Berarti 8. Wow. 13. Oke, ini cuma Dark dong yang plus guys. Tapi kita lihat di match kedua guys ya, karena bisa jadi Vitality bounce back nih guys di split guys. Terus PRX-nya udah mulai overconfident, udah berantakan, biasanya takutnya gitu. Oke, oke, oke. Nice. Perfect. Kita mainan hamster dulu ya. Nggak mainan sih, gue pengen ngasih makan aja. Nah, di sini makanannya itu kayak gini. Ini kayak biji-bijian kacang-kacangan gitu aja sih, guys. Cuman ini kebanyakan bijinya gitu loh, tuh. Nih, tuh. Fokus ke dalam. Nah, tuh kayak banyak bijinya gitu. Sedangkan dia jarang banget makan biji-bijiannya, guys. Dia lebih sering tuh makan gini nih, kacang polong. Nih, kacang polong. Biasanya dia makan, sama dia paling suka tuh kuaci, guys. Kalau biji-bijian kecil kayak gitu jarang nih, kayak kacang polong, kuaci, jagung-jagungan, terus kayak ini apa ya? Gue nggak tahu sih, guys. Bentuknya kayak padi kering gitu, nggak tahu sih gue. Nih. Tuh kayak padi kering gitu. Ini nggak tahu ya itu apaan. Cuman dia paling suka tuh kuaci, guys. Kayaknya next gue bakal beli satuan gitu terus gue mix sendiri deh. Nih, dia suka nih. Terima kasih. Mana dia belum nyamper nih. Tuh, diambil guys. Udah dimakan tuh. Oh, nggak dimakan guys, disimpan di pipinya dia. Dia suka nyimpen gitu juga. Ini coba lagi ya. Ya guys. Bisa di zoom gak ya? Gue coba ngezoom ininya dulu guys. Coba. Nah, tuh disimpan guys. Disimpan di pipinya. Ini kuacinya dikit banget soalnya kalau yang ini, atau enggak gue mungkin bakal cari mix mix lagi, cuman yang kuacinya agak banyak kali ya. Ini kuacinya dikit banget, terus kecil-kecil banget guys kuacinya, tuh segini dong. Secimit-cimit. Tuh disimpan lagi kan. Coba gua kasih yang lain, dia mau nggak ya? Ini gua kasih coba ulat Hongkong ya guys ya. Ini gua kasih ulat Hongkong coba. Dia mau nggak nih? Nggak mau kayaknya. Tuh. Nggak mau guys, cuma dicium-cium doang. Tuh kan dia nggak mau, cuma dicium-cium doang. Kalau yang bentuk-bentuknya kayak kacang-kacangan dia masih mau biasanya. Oh sama ini guys, sama pisang kering gitu. Nah ini pisang kering nih, cuman dia udah hancur aja. Coba ya. Saya mau. Ah, tuh kan dimakan. Nah, kalau ini dimakan sama dia. Apa kagak ya? Nggak tahu sih. Disimpan-simpan ini deh. Coba nih yang kayak beras nih. Yang kayak padi kering gitu. Kayak beras belum jadi. Mau nggak deh? Oh, mau juga guys. Kalau yang biji-biji kecil ini biji apa ya? Gue nggak tahu. Yang biji-biji kecil. Nih. Ini apa ya? Ini. Tuh. Kayak makanan burung, dia mau ya? Tuh dia nggak mau guys, cuma dicium-cium doang. Soalnya emang nyisa banyak gitu di tempat makannya guys. Yang dimakan tuh yang lainnya. Iya, malah jatuh. Coba nih pelet nih. Mau nggak deh? Dia ngapain tuh guys? Kok dia nggak freeze guys? Lihat. Tuh. Dia nggak freeze. Kenapa nih? Kesalak. Guys, kok dia diem guys tiba-tiba? Udah nggak mau guys. Coba gue tes lagi deh kuaci terakhir. Kalau dia kuacinya nggak diambil berarti dia udah penuh mungkin mulutnya. Atau udah cukup. Kalau masih diambil berarti guys, berarti dia nggak suka yang tadi sebelumnya. Kalau nggak diambil sama dia. Udah nggak sih? Itu kayak penuh dah pipinya dah. Makanya dia diem tuh. Merenung tiba-tiba. Besok gue bersihin sih guys ini kayaknya guys, mumpung libur juga ya. Tanggal merah besok ya. Nih. Pasir mandinya. Mana? Pasir mandinya sampai begini. Sampai kering. Bukan kering nih, basah. Dipipisin sama dia guys. Jadi buat pipis gitu. Ini gue pengen dekor sih guys ini karena masih pemula. Gue belinya juga nggak bisa langsung banyak-banyak gitu, dikit-dikit ya. Sambil gue cicil-cicil. Tapi gue pengen jadi kayak itu sih. Agak banyak gitu sih guys pengennya. Dekorasinya. Kayak orang-orang gitu keren. Ayo udah naik sini. Yuk naik sini. Udah nggak usah naik sampai sini situ. Pop. Di sini aja, di tangan aja. Nah. Jangan loncat, kebiasaan deh. Dia loncat mulu. Hamster ngapain sih guys? Udah. Udah nanti malah cedera. Dilus dulu sini. Lus. Dia maunya manjat, dia mau keluar guys. Limit udah ya. Ya. Usil dia. Nah. Kembali lagi ke muka gua guys ya. Kembali lagi ke muka gua dan ke stream karena udah mau mulai nih. Ambil gue cuci tangan dulu.
Coach Powell had mentioned putting the guns in their face. How does Vitality achieve that goal, Mimi?
I think it has to come down to Sayonara and Durka and going for the proactive plays with them, being willing to get aggressive. But I also look at the weaker sides of Vitality's play, and that's towards Chronicle. You're mentioning this aggression on extremities. A lot of the time it's going to be Kron having to receive that. I wasn't super impressed with him in game one, but he's a big game player. He's normally excellent in these kind of positions, and I think that pressure will be squarely on him, but also very comfortable on him in this map.
Yeah, I think it's going to be down to him. He's going to be outside that A main. If he sees anything there, immediately tell his teammates to speed up and go.
Question on all of our minds is, can we get a map 3? Can Vitality force the issue? Let's find out. Send it over to your casters. Here's Pansy and Hypak for the call yet again.
And how are you meant to be confident coming into map 2?
Hasil guys, gue kasih makanan terus jadi mulutnya penuh, dia makan kuacinya tuh. Dia ke kuaci dimakan tuh sama dia tuh. Makan dia guys, dihabisin tuh udah.
The crucial member of Vitality here is Yampi, and his ability to call when PRX go aggressively. Yeah, of course you can bank on gambling, right? Let's put 3 to greet some of the aggression, but I mean, you think back to some of the listenings during stage 1, it's like when Vitality looked the worst is when they were having to frantically discuss options, right? What was going on in the mid-round. So, again, for me, sure,
akankah bisa Vitality bounce back?
has to coordinate it.
Memberi pertarungan fight kepada PRX. Wah, ini PRX sih mati ya udah. PRX sih mati guys. Sayonara udah dari dalam dari mid.
The rest of the team, but do they scramble a rotation on this? Yampi's going for a plant, and he's so alone. He's got Kron watching the cross, but they don't believe that surely they haven't all walked B main. They certainly did.
Yeah. Yampi going to get caught off guard here. Now a 2v4 for Chronicle and Durka.
Durka nih. Susah nih.
Require a massive fumble from PRX. Chronicle's disconnected from this.
Nice
I
smoke.
just don't see them making mistakes of this caliber. But again, Durka trying to do something,
Nice.
but he can't even deny the defuse. Again, we've been here before. This is simple stuff for PRX. It's all too easy.
Nice smoke, nice smoke.
They walk in, they walk out, and they get the first.
Another situation where it's like you can't just sit back. Yes, it's 2v4, but again, this plant just isn't something that's even a shred of certainty in the post. PRX hyper aggressive here for the pistol, and Vitality made the right move. I mean, Mini talking about it on the desk, explore mid, sure, but you lose out like that on the extremity. Again, it's not a guarantee.
No, absolutely not. And Profek put to what, just sit there and hope for the best at some points? It's incredibly hard. Again, PRX, until you are going to force them to respect you, they will do these things. They will take such liberties.
Mati Durka. Nggak mati. Oh, sayonara itu Durka. Oh, Durka J sayonara. Oke.
Just to get the orb
Iya,
here.
iya.
Vitality don't shy away.
Sama ya. Copy paste nih. Mirror inian guys.
One smoke, so we can cycle through here now. And that smoke almost
Comnya mirror.
implies a little bit of exploration. So
Sama.
Vitality probably going to sit here and wait for somebody to creep forwards, but
Let's see
now backing away
which
from this.
one better playing this comp.
They're not going to be given much.
I mean, that sells a second player close to B main.
It certainly does. And something that I think maybe goes unhighlighted or uncomplimented is that PRX aren't just the same old hold down W team. Look, we see it a lot, but it's
Dapat
refined
nih
now.
something
It's
nih.
refined chaos. They still have discipline. They have composure. They do
Wah,
stay there well on
ngeri sih
that angle, though.
Chronicle.
Something is going to get traded on, and there is an upgrade in
Ya
hand for
mati
Durka. Now,
sayonara
to do
ya.
much more,
Durka
it would be
dapat
very
outlaw
surprising.
sih
The rotations are
bahaya.
Be down to one though, just inside this. The flash out is perfect though. Catches Chronicle.
Hampir mati. Gila Chronicle keding.
Anything else done here? No.
Nice.
No.
Trying to catch
It's a
this
shutout,
now,
man.
yeah. Durka just going to head for the hills. Hide the weapon.
Find the weaker target.
Dapat satu dong.
Fair enough. Not actually the worst outcome considering the round. 2-0. PRX once again not really looking phased yet. I just need Vitality to show me that they can at least control PRX.
Yeah, usually what we discuss is like, oh yeah, come back in round 3, but it's like you need like 4 or 5 rounds to start believing that, you know, there isn't just going to be statistically the 4 out of 5 success rate that PRX have of just running.
Ya Ampi main apa berarti?
And it's bonus time, right?
Oh, Sakai, iya.
For PRX, they don't have a massive purchase here. They're not going to over-invest. They don't feel like they need to. Happy to kind of sit where they stand. And
something anchoring A site with a pistol.
Should be easy for Vitality. Only a pistol. And the rotations are pretty far away. So unless he goes completely unchecked, there's the flash. So they'll know that he is close enough. Bye! It's only a pistol, please! Vitality, you can't fall short on that
Coba
front,
dapet tuh
because here
sayonara.
comes the rest of PRX.
That's a spike!
Oh, God.
Like,
What are you
Profek's
meant
TPing
to
up here.
do? They look petrified. Luckily enough, Profek's got the spike and he's got it back down towards sight, but that could have been a nightmare, and that's where it starts. Devi with the Sheriff in the back. Chronicle's fallen. Profek sayonara. Gonna try and hold on to this. Devi, though, the last standing player, the final boss, the man in full form. Looking towards sight. You gotta be on your A game if you want to fight this man. Oh my God! Oh,
Hampir fight. Ente.
They are gonna get away with it, but that's what it takes to even just get a
Makan dah
bonus
tuh
round.
terus. Makan tuh yang gue kasih tadi. Nggak usah usil manjat-manjat lah. Cedera ya tangannya sakit.
Staring at ramp. Again, they're so proactive, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere across the map. You don't get any semblance of safety. Something even a little tilted. He can't get the second kill here.
Yeah. And it didn't feel like he was far off it.
No?
Like, legitimately could have actually happened. But for now, we go into the meat of things, right? This is where we start really paying attention. Is there a reality that Vitality can push this one? PRX have already set the standard on map 1 being a 13-3. And now we wait. I'm still scared of Devi, even just with a shot.
Well, I mean, as well, and I'm just looking as well, something has an opportunity to punish 3 light shields, so...
Ini YouTube gue nggak ada yang komen kan, gue takut dah. Kadang suka ngebug ini aneh guys.
On the buyback in.
Ntar ya.
for Vitality. And Sayonara one away from a showstopper. Curious towards mid, but no progress made.
They're so confident on these extremities. Again, you look at the fact it is just Forsaken on B. I guess like posted. And he's happily walking in towards B main, getting the orb, kind of
They are going to crunch on mid here.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
Sabar nih.
Durka waiting for it. They seem to wear.
Aduh, udah dong.
That's the Durka you need, because Jing was right on the verge of getting a third. For now, it's a 3v2, but don't forget about Forsaken. He's been waiting the whole time, but they should have heard his presence here earlier. They should know that he's around, but it's one thing to know he's here. It's another to try and deal death towards him. And it's going to need, again, miracles from the two classic players. So the last player should be considered. There it is. Chronicle and Durka, the two who know what it's like to face these boys,
Gila, Durka.
managed to drag it across the line.
You get some ultimates in hand now on the back of that. This is just beautiful from Durka.
If Divine had anything but a sheriff.
If there was anything but a sheriff there. Completely shut this down. Against the timing. I mean, Vitality are ready for it, for sure. PRX, like I said, they're happy to roll the dice in certain situations. Both duelist ults, the TP here for Profek. MP and Chronicle missing theirs. It's Divine Jing to invest here. I mean, Jing does also have a showstopper to consider here. You can see already that adjustment in the game plan from Vitality. Very, very deep hold here.
Yeah, really different. And a late re-clear in middle. Gonna dog through. Heavily favoring towards Maelstrom, up towards Heaven. And the reaction coming in. Chronicle's now got to be on red alert, got to be on guard. Does get a challenge. And, ooh, I thought they could have been another swing. Yeah, and I mean, they were considering it too, but they are coming back this way. Forsaken with a deep clear over towards B main. He's getting a lot of value, even though he's not necessarily getting kills here. Masses of information, allowing this three-play stack to hold position. There's the shot. Durka's dead.
Showstopper can go crazy here.
Oh my god, it actually might. Mine at Jing. Right place, potentially. Right time as well. Waiting for this one. When does he decide to go for this? Right about now. Doesn't even go for it in the end. Vitality given access towards Heaven. Leaving just 2 on the site, and with 30 seconds to Vitality continue forward. Do they want to try and face these Sheriffs? Maybe they do. A little bit dangerous here. Still a lot of respect shown, but you've got to be careful to not leave it too late. 20 seconds. There's not much room for error, and something still standing with 2 kills, trying to get his way out of dodge. He can't escape it. So the plant should be coming up, and Forsaken with the Sheriff has to find 3.
10 seconds left.
They should be in good post plants. He's got an upgrade. Can he find a way to clear at least one of these players quickly? Don't know if he can.
I think he'll get a chance to here. Profek's not holding actively, just shouldering.
Okay, so they know his position. Sayonara, what are we doing here? Out in the middle of the open, did you forget who you're facing? Chronicle again, closing out these rounds. A couple of very safe plays from these guys that are keeping this one in check.
The only thing that gives you paranoia there is the clock. Again, they don't have the confirmation on something. Luckily, Profek still sends a paranoia in. I'm not sure if maybe somebody had caught a glimpse. But again, it's Envy just a puff of the chest here to almost play him in. Come out of that with ton of ultimates, an operator in hand for something.
Timeout.
And I feel more importantly, in this timeout, it is a PRX called timeout. It at least feels like you're doing something right. And Vitality can check
absolutely.
into it.
Yeah, in terms of the mental game, it's like, hey guys, yeah, we've made them sweat a little bit now. Yeah,
and you've got to make them look mortal in some way, right? Because after, as I said, map 1 and the run up to this point, their form has been sky high. I can't not sing their praises, but it just feels like they haven't really had a challenge yet here, if I'm completely honest with you. It's been quite simple for them. So at this point, because what was it? Against Lev was 13-1 at one point. And there was a 13-10 in there. There was a 13-10, so credit to Lev for that. But still, this is the level of dominance they're bringing. This is an incredibly high level. So for Vitality to push a bit, this is a good indicator. Now, we know the coaching staff, though, for PRX is solid. They can come up with options, they can come up with plans, and they have plenty of ults to play with, and they have a good buy coming into this round.
So on the other side of things, we still have the ults we discussed previously for Vitality. And Chronicle missing 1 Yampi alongside that. It's a very good position to be in here for Vitality. PRX have so many ults to invest here.
this would be a
Durka
huge...
right over the top here. Turn the pace will catch something.
That's an explosive start, but Device standing guard. He can't pivot, and what a shot! Beheading both as they desperately try and dive through those vents. The spike left pretty far away. That's a long way back for Kron, who's on the op now. Picking that one up. They've got safety in A, but I'm pretty sure PRX will test this. Yeah, look at Envy. Excellent read already. And Kron's cut off. He can't make it there in time now. And Jing. Oh, it's a miss and it's a death.
That's the spike.
They couldn't get there in time. Oh, this is a fumble and a half, but a key round for PRX. Profek, there's nothing to be said here. Instant reaction from PRX.
I mean, Sayonara, not spotted by the Seekers there. He wasn't moving. I'm not sure if I'm feeling the tech pause coming, but he was in a huge position to swing out of this smoke.
Tech pause.
But it's, I mean, a turn of pace here that completely catches them off guard. But Envy.
God, that adjustment.
And Chronicle's so close to landing it as well. But this is the thing, the pace at which PRX can respond.
Oh iya, si ini
It's just
diulang nih kayaknya nih, nih.
I do like the little IQ look there, but yeah, it is going to be a tech, probably because of what we were discussing, maybe something happening there. Just going to obviously let the...
I mean, they look perfect as well. I mean, I didn't catch it exactly, but the Seekers went into the smoke, and I don't think noted him on Heaven, or somebody else shot another one, but he was in a massive position here with the showstopper.
It's true. I guess look, I don't envy League Ops and the admins in this one, or the refs, really, because, again, it feels like Envy's impact was probably enough to swing the round, but probably, is it good enough? You know, which way do we call the ruling on that? Again, not my job, thankfully. But a great reaction from PRX overall. I like what we were seeing there. Beyond that, though, does it feel that Vitality released on the pulse in your mind in this match?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, it's the right decision, right? You're typically coming out of a timeout. It's like, oh, we anticipate a little bit of aggression. Durka just going forwards here, taking the initiative is a good sign, right? The fact that they're still willing to make a play like that. Again, you find the opening win, and then for Envy to find two off the ropes is just, it shuts it down so quickly.
It really does, and then it's really hard to, you know, bank on
It's the number of instances you can get into. Yeah, you can get into that situation and then say, cool. Is it really sustainable? It never is versus PRX.
No, and again, they're one of the teams that, no matter the odds, they command our attention, sort of things. Again, in previous events, we've always said, never tell me the odds with these boys, because they can seem to go outside of that possibility. And I think you can see there is a little bit of work happening with Sayonara. So I think it was what we were discussing. So once we get an update, obviously we'll let you guys at home know. Thank you for your patience alongside us. And for PRX, is there any concerns here in your mind? Because I think, to me, the lens, and again, forgive me for those at home potentially if they're getting a little frustrated, because it is being, at least in my mind, looked under the lens of, has Vitality even got what it takes to challenge PRX? So I know there's a lot of talk about PRX being these underdogs and, you know, the
I mean, I come back to the same discussion, which is PRX is just always a different test, and it's form dependent, but I think many even said this is like the best they've probably looked, which is just another wild statement to make about a team like PRX. So this actually takes nothing away from Vitality in my eyes. It's just tough. I mean, call a spade a spade. Power was very open and honest. It's like, yeah, I mean, they battered us. Yeah. They just had more people in the right place, and they won 90% of their gunfights. And honestly, like I said, there's go back and watch as many VODs as you like, and you can cook up certain strats and set pieces, but set pieces do not work against PRX when they just want to throw 4 out B main.
Yeah, like, has that given you any look? Now, just while we take a second here, the admins are reviewing the round. Just pause for a moment. Mike, is there any other team? We're talking bigger picture now, because we are obviously in a tech pause. From what you've seen so far, is anyone in the same class as PRX?
No.
I'm with you.
It's as simple as that. No.
Because I think we've always had a bit of like a 2-horse race-ish. But
I haven't seen it here in London yet.
You and me both. I thought EDG could have been in that conversation and maybe leaning that way a little, but PRX just pound for pound right now are scary. They are hitting their stride. So, as said, while the admins are reviewing this, we are actually going to hear what Envy had to say about his Masters London debut in this HyperX player moment.
Hello, I'm Envy from PRX. So we went against Leviathan. I think the match went very well for us. I thought it would have been closer because they started off really hot in the Swiss stage. We managed to play like ourselves and how we usually play. I think the VIT is a very good team. I feel like they're just lacking a lot of experience compared to PRX.
Blinded up, the Paranoia going through. Hunter's Fury out, however, gets 2 tags. Both duelists lit up, and now Sano taken down to by holding the door. Finds himself a third, and Spike Scene is going to be spammed down through the smoke. Envy not losing track of him.
It felt honestly incredible to be back on the master stage. I mean, seeing all the fans in the crowd cheering for us every time we win, every time we do something amazing, it just gives us motivation to win the match. To all the fans around the world and to all the fans that came to support us in London, I hope you guys keep supporting us no matter what the results are, because we're gonna keep trying our best and we're gonna hopefully win this trophy.
I've obviously been scrolling a little bit while we wait for this to be sorted out. I've been, you know, having a little look at Reddit on the socials. Can't help myself. And I was kind of thinking of like MVP form. Do you think Devi's up in that? Because to me, Devi right now is hitting MVP level form.
Yeah, I think he has at a number of events. I mean, we obviously always take a vote at the end. And I'm pretty confident in saying I'm usually voting Devi.
Same.
I think he's just one of those players that for a long time was underappreciated on this roster. And I think you think back to kind of his life cycle through some of the comp changes they've had, and yeah, some of them haven't looked great, but I mean, you think back to some of the Sky games way back. And, again, it's just always difficult to really shine on that role when you have the other members here, but I think Devi is just always one of those players. He's just, you can depend on him time and time again. I think it's some of the peaks that we've seen from PRX, the hot prospect, to be honest. Which isn't the one you go to when you look at these. I mean, even recency, right? You look at how solid Envy's been. And certainly, you think back to the previous event. I mean, just an absolutely sensational player, which with the sentiment coming in would have been fairly underrated.
Fatality nih, biar player PRX sudah pada bengong, udah pikiran udah kosong kan. Envy udah mulai lihat atap nih.
And it's so wildly impressive to see them maintain
Permainan kacau nih.
We've seen so many other teams have these high highs and then just completely fall off the face.
Chronicle ngantuk
Their
kah?
capability maybe through their players and their versatility that they can have various MVPs has just allowed them so much of that.
Masa ngantuk,
We were just talking whilst that feature was on. And again, big one for me coming in today is Yampy, and you were just asking who's actually
VCT EMEA tuh di mana sih guys? Di ini ya, di Berlin ya? Atau di apa?
Yampy's best international
VCT EMEA coba cari ya.
PRX 2-1.
Really?
Yeah, he was on the chamber, and it was like a bonkers performance.
EMEA tuh di
iya
benar di Berlin.
Again, for me, it's like as an IGL, how do you call versus
Nah, Inter Champions di Shanghai nih. Setahu sih bakal gokil sih guys. Shanghai guys. Soalnya master saya aja gokil guys, stage-nya guys. China tuh biasanya kalau ada event-event kayak gini, stage-nya tuh gokil guys. Harusnya kayaknya bakal mantap sih nih. Plus jamnya pasti nggak akan malam-malam kayak gini karena di Shanghai ya, paling jam berapa gitu siang. Mana sih? Kok nggak ada ini? Udah kah? Kayaknya udah nih guys. Belum ya? Lama banget. Ah udah tuh, udah gerak. Karena pas lagi pause itu kan nggak boleh geraknya, udah boleh gerak.
That is, it puts pressure on your IGLs. It puts pressure on your superstars. There's been very few players, even individually, who've been able to shine against this team. I mean, what, you're talking like Demon 1 in his prime? And even then, I mean, I'm rolling back the clock a fair way to really find it. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Yeah, I see you.
Kalian lihat sendiri aja tuh.
I thought we were on for a clean day, but hey, here we are. 3-3 though, if you are just tuning in. So Vitality getting as many rounds.
Dia bosen kayak dia pengen main di luar. Sebenarnya gue pengen aja sih gue taruh di kamar gue aja sini kan lumayan nih ya. Kalau untuk seekor hamster kan luas nih. Dia bisa jalan-jalan sana sini. Cuma gue cuma takut kencingnya doang guys. Males banget bersihnya, susah guys bersihnya karena karpet. Kalau lantai gue vinyl atau itu kan enak, gampang. Dipel pakai Lipol, baunya hilang kan.
Level for the time being. String arounds found. They still have ultimates to play with Seekers, Showstopper, and a Pit.
Kalau gue bawa di bawah deh.
Massive investment previously.
Di kamar bawah tuh lantai tuh lumayan enak juga buat jalan-jalan. Cuman sela-selanya aja paling gua tutup dulu. Biar dia nggak stres kan tempatnya kecil terus. Ya, yuk guys, makanya donat yuk biar gue ganti lantai guys ya. Nggak gue ganti Vega dulu. Udah ada mesin diesel nih guys, mesin F1 nih. Tuh, denger nggak ada nggak sih suara guys? Masuk nggak sih suara ngorok? Tapi respect Vitality loh, nggak minta di rewind match ya? Atau nggak mungkin mereka minta tapi PRX nggak mau? Tapi enggak sih, biasanya PRX ya udah nggak apa-apa lah. Mungkin dilihat juga dari Iniana tadi ya, matinya pas kapan? Mungkin pas PRX sudah unggul, emang Vitality udah sisa 2 orang doang, baru mati itu di akhir-akhir.
But the concern being is how good does the adaptation look for PRX and how well equipped are Vitality. Again, look towards Chronicle in these sort of rounds. There's information gathering potentially on the other side of the map.
Ini harus dicabut sini. Udah gue tempel keras banget nih.
If there is a response here, PRX, I mean, Sayonara,
harus pakai ini nih guys. Pakai minyak kayu putih.
I think it takes a lot of being able to call up your own number, right? It's something that's quite hard against a team like this. I mean, it's mostly quite hard against any team left at this point in the tournament as well, but it does take a lot of self-confidence to be able to activate and push forward in this, because you feel like if it goes wrong, I'll look silly. But at this point, we see an adjustment quickly. It's almost like they've forgotten the lesson that they had before. You already see the adjustment from PRX. They put something over towards B just in case, maybe feeling that's enough. But a 3-play stack and Jing just going to deny an easy springboard for Sayonara. So Device interest peaking, of course he is. Why wouldn't he? And he doesn't even get punished, not a point of damage done on him.
Clearance through heaven looks good though. Just drawn away here, and Durka will punish.
Timing felt, whoa, are they forgetting about Durka? They think they had more cover there. Or someone was watching it. That feels like a mistake. A rare one at that, and a freeze from Vitality.
I mean, they're desperately looking for Jing.
Tinggal nih lengket-lengketannya ntar gue. Biar dengan nempel-nempel sini.
PRX starting to chip away at what Vitality had. This freeze didn't really work, and the problem is that something is the ever-present slow creeping death. Yampi, quick to business, gonna take away Jing. Forsaken, not shying away from this either, even though something isn't quite here yet. He's trying to posture up a touch, and the penny has not dropped yet that something could be behind.
That's a little bit of misinformation here off that flash because the catch is in heaven.
30 seconds left.
So they're almost expecting that rotation to come through that way. Now Profek holding towards main.
Yep, somebody.
Already down on site. He's going to hear it. Profek has to back away. They're going to hear both players now, surely. Noting the operator shot. Lands. Yampi holds the line as something left in a 1v2. This man is magic, though. But today, nothing to bring out of the hat in this round. 5 for Vitality and well recovered after that momental freeze.
Great composure on display. Vitality able to convert this round. Force another PRX timeout as well.
Wow.
We talked about the mental game as well. Forcing PRX to adapt to what's going on here. It's only trailing by 2, but both timeouts to be burned here in the first half is a big win.
That's a huge round.
Pakai 2 kali dong udah timeout PRX.
It doesn't even look that flashy, really, but you think about it, that freeze initially didn't work out. You saw that both players were able to fight back in, kind of clear a bit of pressure on Heaven. That flash that could have been a bit of an issue that maybe implied something, but again, for them to hold on to that is a big confidence builder. Now, I'm curious, though, what's the adjustments now? Because it does feel like that pendulum has swung.
Well, I mean, it was the right move. Again, they put something on the operator over towards B main. There's a fake TP in from Forsaken. Yeah, cool, we'll greet them as 3, right, on A site. But one of those situations where Vitality actually... I mean, whether or not that is kind of some crucial mid-rounding or somebody overstepping the mark ever so slightly, the fact that Jing gets away with another kill there, you think it's going to come apart the seams for Vitality, but that crucial moment, again, Devi, unfortunately, overstepping the wall ever so slightly, like you said, forgot about Durka altogether.
Okay. It's a step-by-step game now, though. You're never out of the woods.
Cuci tangan lagi ini ntar gue nih.
It's going to take a lot of confidence building to start feeling like Vitality have a chance in this. This is still PRX's map choice, but they burned both of those timeouts. Makes it feel like you're doing something right.
Gue harus beli bedding lagi nih.
Back on patrol. On ramp, and heavy emphasis, heavy stack in middle. Devi is ahead of this by a long way. Yampy looking vulnerable, but gets a gun out in time. Forsaken next to challenge, turns around, sprays there for Vitality. Stand, Yampy.
Udah mulai nge-wave nih udah nih gara-gara tadi tuh kelamaan tuh.
They went for a wild play, that's fair enough. It was a round that they invested Sheriffs in on. But something tasked with a heavy burden now.
Well, he's got the info.
And he's got the knives. If it was anyone else,
this would be filth.
He's heard them. 4 kills. He'd need to equal his current kills in this round.
Vitality taking all the space towards spawn as well. Don't want to leave this one up to chance.
Like that. Again, though, to go too far. There's the flash to note attendance. Something on the corner. Now gets one, can't get a second. Good spacing. And nullifying the threat in what should have been quite a comfortable round.
Yeah, great call from Yampy here. Again, to just hold on. Make sure they're here to greet this aggression as we discussed. Great turn, actually. Timing almost passing him by. Chance here on the back of the flash. Again, I think almost expecting this to be popped a little shorter, but it goes all the way into vents. That's when it could have been a death sentence for Vitality. Pit available Seekers here. Durka one away from the Blade Storm. Good position to be in, entering round 10.
Welcome to my world.
Pit on the other side as well. Devi locked down mid for the time being.
Here.
Okay, investing a lot more utility, at least to play on these extremities. But something's angle's bad. Cut off by the wall there, just in between a rock and a hard place, and he's actually caught this time by Kron with an operator.
Cover going out.
So you can get a feel the pressure.
Feel what?
The pressure?
Pressure's for tires, Michael.
Forsaken.
Okay, but still, it's just a man advantage. He's still a pit in middle. He's still trying to figure out what's going on. Where are these players? What are they doing? Sayonara has to be eyes wide open.
I mean, the ping on the wall there, yeah, maybe just catching that info.
So Devi still pretty posted towards this. Just
Devi almost, yeah, considering giving up the pit here to actually put an extra body towards Envy. I mean, Envy has had some sensational rounds anchoring this A site.
I've got your trail.
He's trying to play ahead of this now. Now he's in trouble. 3 players looking his way. Pain shells in. Yampy's cleared it, and Devi actually catching a touch of damage on that. They're already going to be on the site here, and look at Durka. Now, you don't see this one often. He is behind both players. Durka, that's devious. Gonna find one and now can fall off. This doesn't need to do too much. He's a nuisance. Heaven doesn't feel so safe anymore.
Got to give this up, yeah. Second to Devi now. Reconsidering their approach, Durka already looking to hunt down. Rightfully so. Got a bit of a cushion here in terms of the economy.
I'm quite impressed. Quietly impressed. Like
very impressed.
And it just feels like I'm waiting for it to all go wrong for Vitality, but they are finding the answers they need to. Is this where we look at Yampy to being one of those IGLs who's got a bit of a finger on the pulse here? Oy. Forsaken would like that weapon. He'd really like to
yeah, I mean,
keep it.
Durka's already wrapped all the way onto B site. I feel like just a matter of time. Like I said, they've got the cushion here. They can go for this.
There we go.
We'll find it.
My.
Confidence on display here. In garbage time. Round 11. Showstopper here for Jing. A TP for Forsaken, but Brett's looking a little flustered in terms of this initial rotation. Once the pit is given up, it's
why can't you just wait for him in a normal spot? Why are we trying so hard? Here.
I think that's probably directed at Envy. Again, you could see the point where Devi's considering giving up the pit, but he actually steps back into it. Then there's 2 rotating out of Heaven on B site. Very, very frustrating round for Alex to watch for sure.
We're going up.
Again, the Seekers just unraveled that entirely.
Oh, completely.
Envy's looking to play spoiler on what? 1 kill maybe?
Yeah, a little bit of a misread on that. And we were waiting for the I guess, confidence to come crashing down a little bit, right? And I think these are the rounds you're going to start seeing it. Maybe those overpeaks won't happen. Maybe I'm being ambitious saying that about PRX, but they haven't worked out for them in the last couple of rounds. So
tidur guys.
already, Vitality have done the slow and steady job, right? It's not flashy Valorant. It's not going to set your world on fire, but it's
what's necessary.
This is how you get a lead on PRX. This is how you put them back into a position they have to work in from. It's a long, long game for them to figure out. An adjustment made. We haven't seen much of these splits through Heaven here, but something on this side of the map. Can try and work through Flash, unaffecting. So now there's a chance. Sayonara, great shot on that, but Forsaken playing it forward. This is lovely. This looks like his strong suit as well when he gets to play like that. But Chronicle, fantastic pick.
30 seconds
And they've got side control now.
Stopper to come through here, posted on, we'll find Yampi.
Good trade.
It's fantastic from Profek.
Oh, that timing.
Envy left now, Guardian in hand, a 1v3. Do not fancy his odds here. Has to wait out the smoke as well.
You have to be so methodical in these games, right, to deal with that. But Profek, you could not have picked better timing for him there. That is a great round from the young man who joined, who's probably the least known player on that roster, really. You looked at all the others catching the eye, but he's done exceptionally well there. I'm gonna give credit where it's due. And PRX have been shut out of this map.
Yeah, a string of 5 rounds now.
Beautiful.
From Vitality. And still decent position to be in here.
I've missed this. I've missed because when PRX win, like, yes, he'll do it sometimes, but this is.
I mean, he's still tilted when they're winning.
Yeah, of course. But now you get the extra sauce on top.
Menangin nggak? Rani menangin nggak? Asal kalau nggak menang.
Plenty of opportunities to punish here in terms of the finances. No misdirection here with the TP. Again, it's just quick check. Vitality don't do anything in the meantime, so necessarily capitalize off that pressure.
It's testing the patience as well, isn't it? You look how deep Vitality are holding. They are so aware that PRX would love to get involved, love to get that first pick, but they've had to start respecting it. Jing and Forsaken somewhat chomping at the bit towards B main, but as long as Vitality don't leave that clock too late, they should still be fine.
One of the few situations you're asking for somebody from PRX to just do something, give you a round.
You need an X factor, right? We had it in droves on map 1.
I mean, they're getting outclassed in these slower burn rounds.
We hadn't really seen Vitality depend on this too much, regionally at least. So again, seeing that they have this as a gear shift, quite interesting, but 30 seconds now. Okay, this is a 3-play stack on B. This is not the 2 from before. B main is firmly still in PRX's control. The site will not feel safe just yet. Something's got Chronicle, that's backline broken. B main's theirs, and now Vitality are surrounded. Composure on display from PRX, but Divide, individual, but still gets his fight. It's down to Durka and Yampi. Oh my word, he's gone for it again, but this time gets punished. Yampi in a 1v3. This would be simply
Aku Yampi bisa lah. Maksudnya Yampi bisa lah mati. Ngapa gue jadi dukung Yampi anjing.
Just about maintaining a scoreline here.
To get a 4th here, PRX an honest shot of things as Vitality dominated this first half, Lauren. And needing a couple of these individuals from PRX to start delivering here to try and piece together a comeback.
It's impressive to see Vitality push them this far, but do not think it's over yet. On the side switch, things can always change. Do not go too far.
Nice, 48 bener. Menangin lah bisa lawan.
Jin here with Vitality's Durka. Durka, what would be the key for you guys to take control of the series today?
Have more fun and should also better, yeah.
Okay. Outfun PRX?
Yes.
Okay, 8-4. Vitality in the lead after what was a disastrous first map, and their pick as well. Putting it in context though, they had the right approach to PRX. But things can change pretty quickly with this team.
Again, always an opportunity for PRX to really dictate the tempo. Now coming onto the attacking side, and with Vitality have to display some confidence here to kick things off in the second half. Like I said, they were being outclassed in terms of some of these slower rounds on display from Yampi and the rest of Vitality. Durka delivering here, top of the board for them. And they get a really, really good display considering the bigger picture for Vitality. Yes, newer names, inexperienced names on the international stage. Holding their nerve, playing their part.
Michael, have you seen the minimap?
Yes.
Udah lumayan lah guys progresnya guys
Attention to the top left of your screen, please. This might be a bloodbath from the word go. In about 2 seconds, we find out.
Lumayan.
PRX here. Oh my word, Durka beheading for free. Forsaken's fallen. And now he's up for more. Has to back away, Divine, something right back to it. This is now going to be difficult for Vitality, having to slip back a little bit deeper. You can see them trying to stabilize, but Yampi digs in further. Something and they don't stop.
Durka will find another here, something will fall. See him in Chronicle left, Chronicle creeping
Jing nggak bisa
through
kama.
Spike still to hand.
Together lah fightnya. Aduh, dapat lagi nih.
Divine with a challenge here.
Alhamdulillah.
Big tag, Durka down to 49 now.
He's so quick to it. He's feeling a bit confident about this, it looks like, with his timing. Going for the safe plant. Fair shout. Chronicle's now getting closer, but look at the wrap as well, potentially. Does Divine go ahead?
Big confirmation, though. The Chronicle's not coming back.
He's out. Durka! He'd already
No,
slipped. I thought he was still a bit
juga,
more
why
towards heaven,
not
but Divine's
pick?
position is a little bit naughty. But, oh, the fadeaway!
Why picking this way?
That is a terrifying looking man right now.
What a pistol round from Durka. The one to open the account and close. Like I said, Divine makes all the right moves here. A fantastic shot to close.
I can't play under pressure, but I can play rolling.
That's concerning.
That's very concerning, yes.
Durka jago amat kata gua. Kayak siapa? Yang biasa suka main sama lu tuh Bun, yang pakai akun Zeros apa ya? Mirip tuh jagonya. Zeros akun utamanya kalau nggak salah namanya Joao dah.
In between the wickets there.
We'll get a second opportunity here, though, because PRX are going forwards towards the smoke.
All the time. They're already out on main. Durka, you got to be really careful. So do you, Profek. You
Okay.
can see them flying into their faces. Profek's about to
Mati kan
get
somethingnya.
down he goes.
Goodbye. Bye for a second.
Sayonara makes over there in time. Divide be the danger man again, though. That's a lot to ask for. But Forsaken's there right with you. 2v2. He's in a lot of trouble, man. He gets cleared. Nice try from Forsaken. It's all on Divide.
22 HP.
Senyum-senyum anjing dapai cok.
Might be an MVP in the making. This one might do a little something for that. Two players seem relatively pretty. Look at the fear he commands.
Yeah.
Look at the respect this man commands.
Mirip-mirip sama gua ininya, botaknya mirip.
The lower that clock gets, the
Yeah,
more concerned I get.
I'm worried about the angle onto Sayonara.
Worried how isolated both are from
30
each other.
seconds left.
He's done enough to this point. Slowly constrict towards the site. Getting closer now. Can he find one for Penny just dropping there? That's difficult. As now they can create a nice crossfire. Time is going to be the factor in the end. Sayonara there, perfectly positioned in the end. Nice diligence just to check back in time.
Double digits found here for Vitality. And Durka already one away from a Blade Storm. Big opener for him. Start this second half.
One enemy.
You have to ride this purchase through as well. I mean, there's nothing for Durka to punish in terms of the shields on the other side. already forcing what I would call an adjustment here for PRX at least.
And there's no timeouts, right, for PRX here?
No.
This is
Got to play this out.
So PRX, show me what you got. I've been eyeing you up as the favorites by a country mile.
Sementara Alex bilang ya udah kalau ini udah have fun aja, next map. Kurang ajar sih kayak gitu. Tidur gua. Kampret.
Depending on who it is and when it comes, because there is a pinch here from Vents.
Oh, the timing. Quan needs help here. Does get away with his life. Going to slow down the roll. Maybe make it a little bit harder to scale towards site safely. Profix prowling. He's still behind here. They might have an idea that someone's on site, but they're trying to work this out together. Trying to navigate it at the right time. You can see the device looking, and he's got him. It's Jing in the end to find Profec. 4v4 here still. A really tense side of the map. It's free for Sayonara. Starting on the follow-up as well. Devi and Jing trying to deny the 11th round. Plants in play. And away we go. Already off to the races. Durka leads the pack. Jing trying to just do damage. Go wild! It's got to be an ace. And if anyone could do it, it would be this man. But with 20 HP. And now a little lower than before. It's going to have to be up.
Surely they're going to trust them.
Never tell me the odds with this team.
PRX Ubun jago enggak? Ini yang jago sebenarnya PRX Jing.
Simply unfathomable in this situation. That is one of the most insane rounds you will ever see.
Gokil.
The mid-air headshot to catch the second is just insanity.
Did you forget who that man is? I wouldn't blame you. It's been a quiet map, but man, you remember now. Now, can they keep their composure? Yes. Vitality strike back hard, cut to the core, leaving just 3 standing. But Jing is one of them.
Mainnya aneh.
Durka running away with the space as well. Going to hear this. Something. Knife out. Gets caught as well. PRX still struggling to piece together the puzzle here. A 2v5 now. And that's ahead of the minute mark as well.
Iya, mirip saat persaingan pakai jet sama EDG. Potnya sama.
Huge bonus to effectively win those opening engagements now. To stabilize and calm themselves. Yeah, discipline here from Vitality. Nobody wants to give anything away.
Yeah, did you not learn your lesson from last round? Got to be buttoned up here. And it is just going to be a pure freeze. No
30 seconds
That's
left.
about as much movement as you're going to get right now.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, he's just smiling, waiting this one out.
It's got to be a feel-good moment for him. Even after having to recover from a Jing round like that, they've done what was needed.
Gun here. 10 seconds left.
And they'll come out of this Bladestorm.
Yep. Just looking to keep those rifles, I guess.
And not too far away from Seekers or Showstopper as well. On the other side, I mean, it's something Divine Forsaken the closest. Need I mention the Showstopper being invested?
Okay. Extension of play from obviously what Jing did, but Vitality right back to business.
But the buy is abysmal. And here, obviously something, I mean, you'd need 2 to be able to offset that slightly. And so Divine going to be on a Sheriff. Might just all in towards A here. Sayonara and Yampi.
Okay. Dirk is on the other side of the map, so at least they're not going to be going towards him if you're going to try and avoid the headhunter as it stands. They know anything early. There it is. It's simplistic in approach. It's direct from PRX. Quick rotation as well, so Chronicle is here. Yampi dealt with. Jing just flying above. Site secured. Ron should be next on the cards. Something not able to get the ball rolling yet, so not got those knives to depend upon potentially in this post plant.
Vitality need to be clean on the way back in here, though.
Yeah, it's tough to break through. Oh, that's nice though. That'll certainly help out. Trying to play back towards elbow like it was yours all day. Darker goes right back in. It is looking like it's 12 for Vitality. PRX
getting shut down here on split. Yeah,
they've gone quiet.
Yeah, their record
Gara-gara tadi tuh Bun inian apa? Tag post lama banget jadi udah jadi panas jadinya inian. Kebanyakan bengong. Kebanyakan diem malah jadinya plenger.
Can PRX piece together a couple of rounds?
Oh, it feels tangible now, doesn't it? It feels like you might have made PRX look a little human. Now that can change quickly. We've learned that. We've had to have learned that the hard way, but by all rights, Vitality have done it here. Can they close it down? Durka on duty, bareheaded, Jing again, digging deep this time, and looking to open up on that B site, but slowed down by utility. Sayonara's got to be careful not outstay his welcome. They've won middle.
Heads up play there from Sayonara. Doesn't challenge back on here at Divide. Again then. Looking to pressure towards that position. Sayonara actually making his way back through spawn here. It's a double hold towards B main for Vitality. And PRX call a freeze. Good progress in towards heaven though.
Poison's off.
I mean, they are out in no man's land.
Yeah, completely. It's a risk, high reward for Chronicle, but the loss of Prophet, the site now under scrutiny. Swore, you saw it, you saw the intention, but they're holding on PRX. 3 of them make it through, and an extension of play again as the score line will be held at 12.
Iya harus dibagi-bagi, tapi masalahnya nih Yampi yang biasanya berisik, diem dia udah tahu kalau dia berisik ntar malah panas PRX-nya. Ketahuan makanya dia anteng dari tadi cuman nggak teriak-teriak, padahal biasanya teriak-teriak deh. Learning dari musuh-musuh PRX sebelumnya yang ngetonting anjir. Berarti kayak liat, wah kalau gue berisik nanti ntar mah kalah nih. Diem aja dah. Dadah.
He's got him. He's got Jing down, who's been cracking open these sites. But something's deep on this. He's got on here so quickly. I don't know if they've got even any idea.
They have no clue.
Ting, maju Ting. Ting, please maju ke Heaven Ting. Jangan timing pas Durka-nya jalan Ting. Aduh.
3 players put to dealing with him. Paint shot force him forward, handled.
Beautiful.
Tuh kan, timing giliran pas Durka-nya nungguin ini ya kenapa nggak ada sih Ting? Ah elah Ting.
Vitality waking up in map 2.
What a performance here. We're talking about the form of PRX. They have been outclassed here on split by Vitality. I almost can't believe that's just happened, Lauren.
You and me both. I'm a little stunned by this one, and we will pause for thought, tied up at 1 apiece, going to map 3.
I can't play under pressure, but I can play Bohemian Rhapsody.
Alias, you are my kitten.
I am.
Can you meow for me?
Meow. You remember last year?
No, I want to forget, man.
David was meowing Harry Potter. Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Kalau tadi kurang booster Fajar sama Enian sama Kajak udah jadi fanatik. Lihat Bun. Udah gue gak mau megang-megang lagi. Capek gue cuci tangan mulu anjing. Jangan. Manjat. Gue pancingnya deh, gue gak megang, gue pancingnya biar kelihatan. Ah itu dia tuh. Halo, ting tak ding. Lihat ngapain dia? Bangun dia kalau malam mah. Jangan
Jet
dikagetin
here with
ntar
something of
mati anjing.
PRX. Something. Who would be the X Factor from
Emang bangunnya
Vitality?
malam dia, siang tidur mulu
And
malah.
I'm gonna explain you why. The guy have a lot of experience since 2020, 21 I think. He played with Boster also. He won 2 international trophies in a row. So he's actually insane player.
Okay, so you did your research. You know what is important. Know thy enemy.
Kita mute dulu. Nggak copyright. Split. Refresh. Dari ke plus 8 anjing plus 7. Wah, ini nih orang-orang ini nih yang di bawah nih pada nggak nyala nih, kagak jelas mainnya, jing doang nih map ini yang nyala. Something apa lagi nih? Tidur. All mapnya jadi plus 1 ya, plus 2. Bris. Jadi berapa? 15.9. Davai nyala. Davai di sini agak mati. Padahal tadi 2 round di sini. Nah, di sini udah mulai comeback nih harusnya nih. Terus malah jadi inian. Tag pause. Tag pause terus malah jadi kelamaan diem udah jadi pelang-pelong jadi plenger. Kacanya bau nggak sih kalau hamster? Ini sih ya sebenarnya bau, cuman kan kalau ada pasir ready-nya baunya jadi nggak ketara, jadi nggak ini, jadi nggak bau. Ada pasir kayak pasir kucing gitu. Tergantung makanannya juga biasanya. Ting, 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 ting. Aduh, istirahatnya berapa lama nih? Ngomongin apa ya? World Cup. Ntar selain Spanyol, hasil akhir Spanyol. Ya elah, lawan Tanjung Verde 0-0. Apaan sih Spanyol mainnya? Dia kagak ngegolin, yang bener aja. Coba kita lihat. Tembakannya 23 kali nge-shoot. Yang Karagong cuma 8. Yang benar aja. Pelanggaran 10 lagi. Dibanding 1. Offset 2. Tentang sudut. Yang benar aja. Ini seru nih Spanyol Uruguay sama Spanyol Arab Saudi ini kayak seru tuh. Siapa yang main? Ditarik Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, Pedri kuning, Ferran Torres, Arzabal lah. Yamal kagak dimainin, Yamal yang dimainin Ferran Torres di sebelah sini. Baru diganti menit 80 baru diganti si Yamal kayaknya dah harusnya. Coba kita lihat. 80. Dani Olmo, Yamal masuk baru menit 70. Lah. Gimana sih pelatihnya? Gara-gara musuhnya Tanjung Verde, makanya disimpan Yamalnya. Ya elah, udah mainin aja sih, orang next match-nya juga kagak besoknya, kagak inian 2 hari. Kata gua Spanyol emang harusnya lawan Indo. Gavi dimainin. Nyimpen squad, mainnya juga ntar baru kapan lagi? Tanggal berapa nih? Tanggal 16 lah anggap aja. Mainnya lagi tanggal kemarin tanggal 15. Mainnya lagi tanggal 21, 6 hari anjing. Ngapain nyimpen Yamal? Orang nyamal dulu mainin baru ntar diganti main 70. Kocak pelatihnya siapa sih nih? Sayang masa 0. Seri lawan inian. Brazil juga seri lawan Maroko. Maroko bagus ya. Maroko mah bagus. Ini Belgia Mesir jam 2 nih. Bang De Bruyne nih sama Jeremy Doku. Arab Saudi. Ini kayak asik juga nih. Cuman enggak kayaknya. Prancis tuh grupnya siapa aja sih? Prancis Norway sih. Seru gak sih Prancis Norway? Haaland nama Mbappe. Portugal apa ini? Portugal Kolombia sini seru nih. Kolombia ada Bang Luis Diaz. Kolombia lagi bagus gak sih? Portugal Argentina nih. Gue prediksi Portugal Argentina ketemu di semifinal bukan di final. Soalnya ketemu nih bracketnya sama. Sini Portugal Argentina, sebelah kirinya Perancis Spanyol. Finalnya Portugal Brazil. Finalnya ini Brazil Indonesia ntar. Udah hilang. Oh enggak. Panik gue kira hilang kata di pojok. Map 3 fracture. Aduh.
It does play well to their style of liking to go for a lot of defensive aggression. They have great tools to set Jing up. But something on the Brimstone, having to swap him over there with the move away from the double
Something Brimstone ya.
It's always an interesting one. As Vitality on the other side go back into this Phoenix and this race con that they've already shown once.
Lagu coy.
Yeah, I'm glad to see the Sky coming out for PRX. I'm not the biggest fan of Breach. I think it's going to be Vitality that's going to need to bait out that stun and not get trapped. I say it all the time. Yeah. If you could just bait out that stun, 60 seconds, there's nothing left in the round for that Breach to do.
Feels easier said than done though, you know, especially against PRX if they have the hot hand to kick things off.
Absolutely. PRX walked into this event with the discussion surrounding them sounding like a coronation. This was the most favored team. People were saying the team that should absolutely dominate and win this trophy. But now they're facing up against some of the best players on a super team that has finally put it together and made it to a late stage in a global event. This is where PRX have to prove why they're favorites, prove why they're expected to lift a trophy.
Yeah, folks, this is it. It all boils down to this. Top 3 is on the line. PRX have an opportunity to push forward, but can Vitality shock the world? Let's go ahead and send it back over to your casters. Here's Pansy and Hypok one last time.
Right.
Which way do you think this one
Baru lihat gue agent pool yang ini. Kenapa agent pool? Gue nggak perhatiin banget lagi. Ntar coba gue lihat.
Back the years and then some, looking better than ever. But map 3, I feel like we're a little in the dark now between these two.
Yeah, I think we're almost in limbo. To be honest, this is one of those ones where, unfortunately, on one side we are asking Vitality to prove once again why are you the super team to watch. And for PRX, comp change here could really throw that off balance for Vitality.
But do you like the comp?
Yeah, I mean, certainly here, this is one of the few situations you could talk about, the application of Breach and all-inning some of these set pieces early on. It does suit them to an extent.
Oh iya, 4 second pakai ini nih, pakai Sky ya?
Can really mitigate that risk.
Biasanya ini nggak sih 4 second biasanya kalau something pakai Brim udah lama pernah. Biasanya 4 second pakai Neon, Dave pakai Vice. Gue nggak tahu sih, gue udah jarang liat PRX main ini, main di ini Fracture.
Prophet prepared though, takes away Forsaken and gives them a man to the good.
Udah hilang aja ini Atu.
Map space as well. Allows all eyes to be trained. The flash comes in, but it's not effective to the extent they'd like. Prophet.
Udah 2 aja tuh hilang. Prophet apa sih?
Heaven's his.
Aduh.
Get away here as well. Something
Ting lo ada smoke Ting.
Can't pin him down just yet. In V will swing out fine. Once something will respond.
Ting smoke Ting.
1v2 now.
Ting smoke.
It's a great start from Vitality. We know
Something nggak bisa nyemok
didn't
anjing.
sit well with them during their regular run up to this. They're qualifying up to this. But that is a key one for them to pick up to try and maybe carry on from map 2.
A huge opportunity, yeah, early on to take control here. PRX already looking very proactive.
Oh, massively so.
As ultimately what you want to see to make this breach work, particularly on the defense. Spike not committed either way just yet. Vitality well equipped to deal with anything.
Yeah, PRX going for that south side punch this time. So an early
Manfaatnya itu banyak yang botak. Dia lagi Darka sama Prophet.
And you've got to be careful. He does have a Vandal here. So if he gets overwhelmed, that could fall into their hands quite nicely. Did have the help from Prophet, so they know what's happening now. But there is still a man on the B side. Divine going to be over here. And they are now just a race against time.
Mampus lu.
Plucks the head off the shoulders of Durga. Prophet gonna miss the first, and suddenly that tempo and pace is looking lethal. Vitality bulldoze aside itself. Sayonara with the spray, trying to slow them down.
Stop, mati.
Security burning alive. Roasting PRX on the retreat. As something, it's a classic and not much else. Maybe able to get more than just a pistol upgrade. Okay, Sayonara is low. And you can see Sayonara's the one to go looking for the Vandal.
Yeah.
He's found it.
Just
probably not how he wanted.
Die for the ult as well, to be honest.
Good shout.
Getting a couple of kills here. Something can find further damage, but maybe.
Quite the prized possession.
I was going to say, considering actually taking the zip across, but we'll just hold on to it for the time being. Big round from Sayonara. You can see actually even coming out of the pistol, no progress towards the ult at all. It's a massive tool for Vitality to have available now for round 3. Durka sitting comfortably 2200, Sayonara 2100, so
yep.
Gonna be well rounded here with 3 left standing.
If you're looking at silver lining, nice to be able to get at least the rifle away or one of the rifles invested. So you're not going to make it out unscathed against PRX, especially at the pace they were coming back in on. They were hunting Durka down. They had a singular mindset.
Another very good indicator, though, is how quickly they look to flood through Arcade, overwhelm Divine after finding that initial.
Man. Where is my... Why don't they do this?
That's a right up there. That's a yellow. I don't know what they've done wrong, but it's already on the yellow card for sure. Now, let's look at the bonus, though. Again, there was that costly effect of losing out on the Vandal, so they are going to be working with 2 pistols in play, a Guardian as well, but they do have the Phantoms in hand with Durka and Sayonara.
What is that smoke? Something?
Used early on. Tries to at least secure a pathway up through sand.
We've got to hold on to the back line here. Something not noted just yet, but a swing out, guarded by Prophet. Chronicle now.
Baiting. Yeah, trying to let Sayonara in on that, but the flash is actually pretty good, but it just gets turned. PRX very on cue with that.
Wah, something sakit nih. Something sakit nih. Gila, ngedry pick terus. Kayak dikira nggak ada yang hot kali. Aduh, udah dapat.
The clearance is good though. Durka's going swinging. Gets shut down though. Now just Yampi.
Nice try, but still that pack of players hunting
Udah
on the
bisa dapat
side,
satu.
so valuable. I thought if the timing was a little bit better in the synergy between Kron and maybe Sayonara, you could have had a bit more there.
If they find Divine there, they have a real chance to dig their heels in.
Be's done really well to play safe.
Chronicle just overwhelmed here. A pistol in hand, there's not really much he can do about that. PRX respond here, will find their first.
Lovely.
And Jing, great progress towards the showstopper. Everybody else about halfway, something not too far away, but nothing available for Vitality after Sayonara's investment.
Just keep my eye on Kron and him getting a shield.
He did bait me earlier.
Yep. And he's done it again.
Yes.
So light shields there, PRX once again on the prowl, right? You got to get used to this tempo. Jing instantly takes out Durka. If this could be the pound for pound battle between the two of them.
I won't have noted this under either.
Oh my God,
Chronicle.
It's beautiful.
And that pick comes control. The pick comes so early and so deep they actually don't catch that information. PRX continuing to pressure.
And they don't really stop. Even with a two-man advantage, they're making moves over towards Dish. They want to really eliminate any available space for Vitality.
Jing will have the info here. A pretty good understanding of where this hit's coming. I mean, Envy already guarding the walkout as well.
Yeah, this is not a pleasant cross to try and make. You know, ambitious at the best of times, but right now, PRX are just exuding confidence, exerting control. Profek, not going to go down without a fight.
30 seconds
this
left.
Would need a great deal more to become a reality. And I think he knows those options are pretty minimal with 20 seconds remaining.
Something already looking for this with a judge, so wants an upgrade if you can get it. Nobody going to go, well, I was curious there if Profek was going to catch somebody over towards Arcade, but it's only now Devi. He's already got an alarm bot down here to guard.
Looking like the upgrade's going to be there. Yeah, he's got it. So happy enough for something. He get himself on the Phantom. And again, you look at how PRX are going. They've really, again, kind of established how they want to approach this map. That is in play now. It's confident, it's aggressive, it's taking a lot of space.
Now.
Iya, Jing lagi nyala nih, Bun.
Ask really if Vitality have any way of really addressing this. Been a concern previously.
Imposter maldito!
All smiles, especially after these last two rounds. And the buy is looking shambolic for Vitality.
They don't have really anything to offset that either. It's Profek and Durka to potentially have a say here, but much slower approach now on PRX. Actually not on the aggressive initially here, but a drift out of Dish. Still a walkabout.
Ooh, turret just getting taken down there.
Spotted.
Seeing it, yeah, but the spike looking where it is has got other issues because already PRX have pushed out towards stairs. There's an exchange of space everywhere they go. It's not without a cost on some part of the map, but something will be brought back here. Yampi's been able to draw blood, but he's been hunted down by Envy, filling the void instantly. And Profek
Goodbye, Profek. Let's go. Ini dia, Bun. Yuk.
Finger on the pulse now for PRX. Beautiful read of the situation. Well handled anti-eco. Ultimate starting to come online now. Envy's missing one. Forsaken and something available here on the other side. It's Yampi and Chronicle. This next buy round crucial for Vitality to keep this within touching distance. And the default being really tested here by Vitality, but they're actually going to stack up now. All over towards Tree.
I wonder when that penny drops, how it sounds. We will be hearing from PRX this round, so we are going to dive into this right about now.
Nice.
Go back, Jason. Go back, JJ. Easy. Can go back? I'm trying. Just go back. Can we go arcade, boys?
Nice, udah main disiplin nih. Go back JJ. I'm trying.
Guys, if they
Nih udah mulai pada ini nih, mainnya nih. Main sabar, main rapi.
Let's go city, guys.
Kami boys.
Nggak greedy.
Let's go, Ilya.
Yeah, something still standing dutifully guardful on this site. It's going to be incredibly hard for Vitality.
Nice molly Ilya anjing. Something ngedelay banget.
How they wanted to approach this to support the site. Really, the options looking rough here. Jing, actually going to get outdone by Profek. He's got a follow-up. And he's dead to rights here, but still took a couple with him.
Open the window as well. I mean, Yampi down to 21 HP.
Bisa lah ini.
Tagged up as well.
Envy's got ult as well, though. That's something you can't forget in this.
30 seconds left.
They're looking to go further. I like what Kron's up to. It's risky, sure. And that ult almost
Chronicle
sells it
bahaya
a
nih.
little bit. Does he get one? No.
Alhamdulillah untung dia latah atas Envy. Aduh nggak jadi alhamdulillah.
But it's Envy 1v2 and the HP is low. It's possible.
Bisa Vi. Ya Envy.
They're giving it a spike. They want him to explore all this space. Great play here between Yampi and Chronicle. Beautiful calling.
And it feels quite brave to do it in these scenarios,
Yeah,
going
definitely.
around the world.
It's a real gamble.
But it's a brilliant call because you've not heard that tap yet. And I think Envy knows that he's been slightly out-positioned on this, and the door's somewhat shut. Sat, lovely work late round for these guys. Again, PRX setting up a lot of that, making it even a reality. But PRX finally feeling some resistance after a brilliant run of rounds.
That's what I said. Vitality needed to win this one out to keep it within touching distance. I mean, PRX going to run away with the next few, considering the ults.
God, these shots.
My ult's ready.
And this is after a big win out towards Tree as well for PRX. You see it's only the mid and late round that really, they're left baffled. They're still flashing into main.
Does this turn the tide, or do they get right back to business? PRX have the opportunity here to greet it with a smile. They are in the right place for it. Up for a biff and up for a fight. Over towards Dish. They're not going to go. Want to follow. Jing, not noted. So still the freedom to play in. Stun there. There's problems.
Perfect.
Chronicle suffers
Lagi.
for it.
Cabut,
They
nice.
don't have to go too far. They've once again got the opener.
Win out these
Hold.
time and time
Nice.
again. Jing will shut down
Gak
Sayonara.
nge-flash dia, gak bisa nge-flash dia.
Mechanically gifted man.
Nice.
Now set up to go further in this
Okay,
series.
nice,
but
nice.
Yampi gonna quell
Nice
any
call.
further aggression on that side at least. Can they navigate
Nge-greedy
another
buat
disadvantaged
ngejar ya.
situation?
Dirk and Yampi still curious. I mean, reading that a rotation happened on the back of that, but there is util here to notify. Look at the control elsewhere. Forsaken's just going to be posted. And it's so much info for PRX.
Yeah. With the alarm bot in mind, and then you add in Forsaken, they have, as I said, half the map's basically theirs. It's why they can have a lot of faith
Now,
that they're coming this way.
yeah, the fake smoke actually might draw a rotation, but I don't think
30 seconds left.
Devi's going to be close enough to know exactly where that is.
It seems like
Big thing.
over that way.
Nice,
But now with
perfect.
contact, they can kind of get back to this, right? 20 seconds, just trying to shift up. You hope to catch him unawares. I don't think you're going to get that sort of gift here. Something
Nice.
sharp.
Box.
14 seconds. PRX in such control here. Yampi's on for... Oh! Apparently nothing's free today. PRX instantly answering back, and the scoreline staying on their side.
Snappy from something to close out here. Yampi thought he had a sit-up. Off your feet! Even here.
Nice.
Vitality to call a timeout.
10 seconds left.
God, we got some shooters
Yeah.
in the server today. But again, it does feel like this is now, as much as the scoreline may look pretty close,
Yeah, timeout.
the way these rounds have gone once they've got into the buys and how PRX are playing, Vitality haven't had a full answer. So looking at this here, good time for a timeout. Vitality needs solutions. And again, it looks obvious to us to a degree, but the aggression is landing so well. Jing's taking liberties everywhere. They've got great control over towards steps. They're just working the map perfectly.
As well for me. Sayonara needs to get a little more active in the early round. Again, Dirk is sitting 0-7. Can't really fault it in the way he's getting shut down. Another chance here, though, with an ultimate for Sayonara. Don't necessarily see it considering the finances, but they are your key stakeholders for Vitality for sure. I think it comes back to that same discussion we had earlier. PRX are happy to send 1 or 2 people out. It's like,
Roll the dice.
we're fine with that.
Yeah, they tend to have the odds on their side more often than not. The way they play, it works perfectly. Good synergies there. And as you said, the fact that Durka's not really gone off the starting blocks, and I don't even want to call it his fault, really. You've been seeing the shots. You've seen it yourself. He is dead in a heartbeat. So you have to look at the others to maybe find a bit of space for him to play into. And you have to be so diligent from the word go. Let's look where that intention is from PRX here. An early show of force towards stairs. Quick clear of the utility. But arcade, where the majority of Vitality reside.
Already though, the drift out of A main. PRX going to look to go on the hunt here. Something will
Dapat
catch
dong
Sayonara.
something.
Want to remove
So free.
for free, yeah.
It's so free for these guys. And they aren't overly sticking towards site.
Look how
They're giving
quickly
up
they're moving.
just amount of space because they want to play safe because they've got these 3 on the hunt. Again, the rhythm that PRX are getting in, Mike, is just perfect.
Plant will come through here. And it certainly doesn't feel like a safe post.
Alarm bot out.
Shell to open things up here at a showstopper. No secrets about this on the way in.
Oh, and once again,
Nice.
Durka down. There's nothing he can do. He's getting no look into these rounds. And Jing is operating on a mad level.
Wah, Profek nyala nih, bos.
Not meant to get two there, man. And now the defuse started. I don't think Quan can do anything, so this round is going to fizzle out. But PRX with a little bit of a reminder.
Oke, Profek saving ulti ya.
Everything coming up perfectly for them.
If Vitality want to hit those sort of rounds on the buy, needs to be a little further commitment in my eyes. Do have some ults. Like I said, Sayonara's to consider. Durka actually pick up an operator here. Showstopper in the back pocket.
Down and out.
Oh, Profek's just
Pretty with it.
deleted them there.
Placing swamp grenade.
But there has to be more of a mentality approach of how to handle this PRX team. And I know it's easy to say it, it's harder to do it, but it's not aligning. Now, this was hopefully what the timeout was for, right? Because we had that timeout prior to them being on those lighter investments. And really, PRX haven't changed too much.
Here. There.
Again, even just showing their face forces Chronicle to rotate. Now everybody over on the north side.
GG.
Forced into a situation where they have to just force the issue through Arcade.
The flash is just not enough to force them off these angles. If they were looking to commit further towards that, which fortunately if they're not, but the tempo very changed now. Vitality having to cross the T's and dot the I's at such an early level, and look at this.
They're going to hit this.
Of course they will. 3 players ready.
Clash nih, clash nih.
Firing squad. It is stunning for Envy.
Oh, ding, nice.
And he's had a couple of good rounds, but the tempo read
Gila,
from PRX
clash
is
tuh,
just
guys.
something gorgeous to witness.
Gokil.
Vitality just left in tatters again. Perfect, 59 HP. Some time on the clock, but...
Oh.
Gak ngaruh guys ya, Americano. Di gue kagak ngantuk, kagak ngantuk, kagak ini. Melek sih melek, cuman masih ngantuk banget guys, gue tahan-tahan.
I mean, and that's right, you even see here the question around the breach. This is still 20 seconds left on the second stun to come through. PRX are capitalizing in that downtime where usually the breach would struggle, right? It's the perfect recipe. Well drilled, they're committing early off the utility in every single round. It's the mid-round where they continue to excel. 3 rounds now, unanswered.
Time to try and turn up, boys. Starting to feel like you're getting battered here. Dividers go down, but it's a trade-out. Profek on the follow-up, good spacing, and a simplistic in stance and approach. You gotta be careful with something, though. Still around. You'll just hear Yampy approaching towards site.
Spike planted.
I guess something done here, held in place by this molly for the time being.
Nice molly.
Lovely positioning to pressure Profek as well. One of the players who has utility that could make this post plant very, very comfortable. He's going to actually invest it down on this side, reading the majority here, which he's not wrong with, but it just forces something forward. They've cleared it, and now Vitality are boxed in on the side. It's Kron to bail him out slightly, overtaking towards that CT space, giving a little bit of a cubby for Sayonara to play from.
Got to give this one up. I think they've got a way back in here. Sayonara going to come forwards.
Checkmate.
Okay. Oh! Not okay! Not okay! No time left.
It's fine, but it's not fine at the same time. It's a swift reminder, isn't it?
Lose an extra couple of rifles here that come in very handy. I don't think it's going to have too much of an effect here. Maybe some gaps. I mean, I'm already seeing Yampy settle for a Guardian. Light shields aplenty. PRX still doing damage in a situation they had no right to be in.
Nah, they're so scary. You just don't get to miss a bullet. You just don't. Yeah. Jing looking from every angle, basically.
Another blip, though. It's not necessarily one they can stabilize off. You can look at the freedom on some of these orbs early.
Yeah, north side pretty much, I don't want to say clear because they haven't gone fully deep towards it, but they've done the early work at least.
Vitality regrouped here towards tree, but
Scout destroyed.
Forsaken will sniff that out very quickly. One off the Seekers for him. Lockdown and orbital strike here available.
That's a nice flash. I think they can put a bit more faith at no one's north side, so all eyes.
Yeah,
at
you
least
see Envy already considering the rotation.
Yeah. It's just whether or not Vitality get a lucky bit of timing. They're kind of banking on. Site is going to be clear. I don't know if that's even going to reach. It does. Okay, so Forsaken going to be noted. The rotations this time are actually further away, but Forsaken's not particularly deterred from going forward. Still holding towards tower. Still willing to fight on this space. Flash. Going to force Profik on the re-swing, and these two in a bit of a battle now.
Nice.
Fighting forward, takes a lot, but he does at least cause the ult to come down. That's a decent amount invested, and speaking of ults, they're everywhere. Jing on fire, absolutely tearing up apart. And he can get another. Yampi is just in the corner, desperate to stay alive. Chronicle trying to hunt him down. Forsaken's there, Kron's got Jing, but the defuse has
Nggak mati. Si Yampi.
Not above on this side.
Vitalities don't get a chance to breathe here in the post.
Lihat, Mas tidur tempat guys. Melingkar mana palai di bawah begini lagi. Ini misalnya nih lantai. Emang bisa tuh napasnya begitu. Ajaib itu emang hamster.
I mean, PRX have looked better. There's only so many ways we can cut it here. Vitality have done well to hold on to a respectable scoreline, but the way PRX are playing is just lovely to witness. First time Vitality have a little bit more freedom to play out in a simplistic manner, but quickly PRX are on the case. Does Sayonara get away with this one even? Envy's considering it.
Envy, slow jangan, udah. Sure. Jangan kayak something di pick. Bocang ide. Nah, gitu loh.
You rarely see it, but you can imagine the pressure he's under. Profik trying to find a second to play within. It's not there for him, and a 1v3, a necessity.
Nice heal.
Come out with 5. Profik up close, personal, and buried. PRX making it up to 8 in what felt like almost ease.
Yeah, uphill struggle here for Vitality. It is only 4 rounds. I mean, they need to overcome the odds once more in this second half. PRX setting the tone for pace to carry through here onto their attacking side, Lauren. This is a tough comeback ahead of them.
6-7.
Itu mau sepeda Dafai apa ya? Itu yang custom ada namanya dia kan, Dafai gitu. Apa tuh ya? Keren dah. Duh, ngantuk guys. Ayo dong, selesai dong. Please cepet. Ngantuk jir. Masa gue tidur lagi di bawah sini kayak pas nonton Santiago guys, belum buat. Mana baju sama lagi ini juga. Beda waktu itu gue rambutnya agak botak gitu ya, terus masih gini. Sekarang kan udah rambutnya ganteng. Sini udah ganteng nih. Ya sudah. Custom nama Jawa custom di mana custom?
It's one thing to challenge and even win one map against PRX.
Flex farm nggak bisa.
These guys have
bisa.
capability.
Woi, gue juga punya tuh fresh care.
They've been here before, but at 8-4 Vitality. Looking like they're crumbling a little here on map 3.
Yeah, I mean, still for me, this series has been so polarizing that there's a chance of Vitality can really put up a good fight here in the second half, but very few positives to pin any sort of faith to. Like I said, for me as well, it's the nature in which PRX dominate this opening half of Fracture. I don't think they're going to let their foot off the gas here. See already.
Let's go.
Stacked up here to take this space towards Dish with Sayonara and Chronicle potentially on the chopping line here. Durka currently sitting at 2-12. He's, been through.
Serip lagi ya Durka ya, selalu serip deh.
Has to come online now.
Yeah. Mark of a good player to be able to pick it up after a very difficult situation. And what a stark contrast in approach already.
Bawa headset warnet gak ya? Masa bawa headset warnet? Harusnya dibersihin gak sih event ginian mah? Pasti bersih, steril. Busa headsetnya aja biasanya ini kan dikasihnya baru, masih terplastiki. Apa busa itu karet IEM. Tas mati. Aduh, gak kena aduh. Lah, kocak kok gue malah dukung Porsekan mati. Gue lupa yang ngetek udah PRX anjir. Nice.
Don't expect anybody to be swinging out here from PRX. This one's comfy. All but wrapped up already.
Yeah, it feels buttoned up. And they're even refighting just to ensure it. Perfect!
Gila, ngeri dapet 3.
PRX just perfect in approach.
About the worst it could possibly go for Kron and Sayonara. A real chance for Sayonara to farm from inside this smoke. Just missing the first year and what? I didn't even know it was Forsaken that caught that one, although it was one of the initial players, but need to fight back here.
Where you are.
Karaoke later, I guess.
Yep.
Got a couple of days probably to chill now. At this point, though, it's not even a light investment. It's barely there. Vitality, this is a rude awakening, right? It's that you get your hopes up on map 2, and you're brought back down to reality. Stack, and a little bit of something made. Does it change the approach now? I think with the space Device got.
No.
Bot coming back.
Muka dapet bulldog tuh. Bulldog anjing. Gak dibuang udah mah Forsaken.
Plant's gonna be for free. No resistance here. Durka has got the upgrade though.
Oh, the timing. 2 kills. All he's sat on so far. Make it 3, perhaps 4. Okay.
Itu dia kenapa kamu harus membuang senjata apapun yang bisa jadi advantage buat musuh ya. Nah kan? Dapat 3 jadinya gara-gara senjata itu. Elah. Kenapa nggak dibuang coba? Terus dia ngambil gitu, digiring dulu.
Pretty much one for every single player, and I think he knows he won't be able to get back to this as the defuse comes in. Vitality. All right, it's a thrifty. We'll do more than that.
That be the catalyst.
Baru bilang lu Bun, si botak udah nggak panas nih.
Around here, flipping around to Vitality, a lifeline delivered for them. Again, PRX, this was totally free in terms of the plant. It's one of those refights that didn't play out in their favor.
A couple more of those, and I might be paying attention. Now, this one, you'd imagine they'd really need to convert. We will be listening with Vitality. Their comms was something that kept our attention during that regular run up to this point. I wonder how that sounds now, because PRX, it doesn't matter the buy, they are always going to be a problem.
Maybe.
Life comes.
Out maybe. Yeah, I'll drop down. Two. Come three. Yes, one more. Good game, man. Broke. Door, one HP. Wait, push. 1 HP, Killjoy. On Pico there. Could be CT.
Gokil.
Yep. Yeah, they're reloading close here. Killjoy 1 HP. They have no smokes though. Nice. Один близко в сайте был. So, yksi AP Killjoy.
This could be a tragedy in action. Divide tries to make the cross. Can they find the final player? Durka expecting the spacing to be closer, but something was on a different angle. And these are 2 of the greats. One having a big performance here, the other trying to rebuild. Denied on the first attempt, still has paint shot. Once disrespected for a second, takes a lick of damage though. And something gets to reposition. He's got the time on his side. Turka getting closer, and something posted. This has to be perfect for the man. And something really misses! Magic for the man, and PRX pushing up to 10.
Another for the heartbreaker tally here. PRX
4-2
responded
Yampi.
immediately.
Untung bagus banget ininya.
And it's just, you can hear as well just
Cakep.
how caught off guard they are in the
Langsung
comms.
dibayar 3
So
orang guys.
confused, baffled by what's going on.
Anti, guys, anti.
Guys, what about me? Nice or not, guys? 3. Nice
And
or
you
not,
gotta
nice or not?
chalk that one up as a tilter. A timeout to follow that immediately.
Timeout.
Maybe just want to catch their breath, honestly.
Yeah, because it's one of those rounds that feels like it could have been a ladder building moment for them to get the scoreline feeling a bit better. But I don't think they need reminders of what PRX can do regardless of the bye. But if anything, it should be a stark recollection of what we've seen when PRX are at their strength. So timeout for Vitality, and they've got to problem solve quickly. It feels like they're trying to get Durka online here, but it's not necessarily as much as you'd need. And on the other side, just about everyone is on point.
See Durka considering the operator here. It's not necessarily an answer here in terms of the pacing. Coinbase win condition for Vitality, certainly going to be pinned around that. In the buy, up in the air. Obviously will be a force to come through, but it's Chronicle and Yampi left scraping together what they've got. Profek, Durka,
Nggak ngaruh guys.
already towards this first ult side.
Americano guys, anjir.
On the other side, it's Forsaken with the Seekers.
Ngantuk banget.
Two off a lockdown.
Tetap.
How influential the Killjoy ult can be on the attacking side. So Chronicle and Prophet are going to be ones to bear the brunt of this here.
You kind of know it's coming, right? Can you stop it? Yes, apparently. What? How the hell did Prophet control? How is Kron still controlling this corner? Fully blind though, finally falls, but they made something out of it. Divine Forsaken left in the challenge and
He's caught off guard and spawned again.
Thought he was on for something, and actually the Seekers providing full information on where these two final players are. Playing with confidence and diligence. PRX in full control. Mistakes being made by Vitality and players making
Mata nggak denger.
mistakes.
Udah mau gobi terus, sini aja sini. Itu tinggal lagi. Gobi aja. Gue.
Good shout. Yampi's only on a Sheriff. My ult is
Get the ult here. Yampi actually missing an upgrade. Could be crucial.
They've split for this. Try and maybe indicate both playing back through the side. A shallow prowler to try
Look at the
and show.
coverage though.
Horn. Not even gonna get it. Okay, gonna find Divide, but it's gonna be a fight there towards Forsaken and Sayonara. Are you just hoping they're not re-peeking? I guess you are. Okay. Tap on the spike, no reaction. They've already repositioned. Sayonara is really hoping they're going to swing this like normal. They're out and about. Sayonara 1v1. You've got time against you, though. Very little left. Divide getting closer.
All good.
Gotta make this happen right about now. Divide denies it again, and PRX making Vitality look lost.
Another situation again. It's the information being relayed. Maybe not quick enough. Maybe just missed in the comms, but PRX flipping this round on its head.
You know he's gutted on that one too. If it wasn't tilted before, that's the one that does it. Knows he's been outdone. Well, 11-5. You're talking about PRX, fair enough.
Blinded.
Can they recover anything? A little bit of dignity at the end of the game, perhaps. As PRX are looking to just go on a victory lap, it feels like. The way they are in form right now is just magic to watch. Jing, straight on in, no fear. That's what you're seeing, is zero fear from PRX.
Sayonara here. Bulldog in hand, but by watching for the rotation will catch him. Beautiful stuff. Jing to double down. Showstopper here for Durka, but you don't want to send this in without something.
They've got nothing. They've got nothing to work with.
Tas.
No gateway in. No
Itu dia.
confidence. No one
3,
standing. Durka,
2,
you can back away. Maybe
1.
that's the best you're gonna get. Maybe catch someone on the way out, and that's all it'll be. PRX just a cut above the rest here. 12-5, full domination.
Ults will be here for Vitality. Durka considering an operator, but again, you want to see him go forwards. Unfortunately, in terms of the timing, in terms of the expectation in some of these rounds, I don't think the understanding is there for them to really feel confident about that. And only missing Yampi's.
Yuk selesai ini yuk.
The other side.
Mumpung masih jam 2:30 nih, gue langsung end stream, berak, tidur. Goodbye. Ya, Jing buru-buru banget. Jing mati nih. Nah, kan bener. Buset, gokil loh, Novir pakai OP. Gokil banget. Aku sebut dirinya pemberani dan tidak sombong. Udah, ini mati 2 orang.
Big work, doesn't outstay his welcome either. Paint shell good, but something repositioning. Durka does it this time. There he is. Little spark of that magic. Gonna need a whole lot more though.
Yeah, 4 left standing, a chance to maybe offset a couple more purchases, but there's no margin for error. Nice little camera over the top.
That's nice.
Showstopper investment here. Jing just desperate to find the opener. Well handled by Vitality across the board. But look what it cost. Now off kilter with all of their ults. Still an upper hand here for PRX.
Did you think they were going to slow down? Red flag to the bull, but Profek gonna connect towards Jing. Sayonara on the corner gets handled, controlled, put to bed. Something. Devi powering forward. A site looking like it's theirs.
Okay, 1 drop.
The lockdown here for Devi as well. He can be a real nuisance. Getting ahead of this, something will find Durka as well. This could be it.
It looks like it just might be Yampi and Chronicle to try and step bravely forward, but Devi removing it, leaving it all to the captain to fall. And Fear has a new silhouette here in London, and it's PRX. These boys look so much better.
It's a fair shout to say usually could chalk things up as an easy loss to PRX, but Vitality here, the resurgence in map 2 certainly a positive. Unfortunately, lacking a little bit here in the decider in my eyes. I mean, Profek having a standout performance here individually, but
hands down.
Yeah, I mean, Durka and Sayonara, they're the ones that really you need to deliver here on this fracture in terms of the approach from PRX.
And I feel like it's one of those things you only learn how to deal with PRX by playing against them in these environments. And that's it. It's why they are so damn good and still the team to beat here in my mind. Yes, Split looked out of sorts, but beyond that, it was exceptionally clean.
Yes.
It really was. Vitality. Again, you
This is for today.
Say you have a lot to work on, or chalk it up to what do we do differently next time. And certainly for me, Split. Display to remember from PRX.
Dan kita lihat hasil akhirnya dulu ya. All maps kira-kira siapa? Invi plus, oh enggak, kalau plus paling banyak itu Jing plus 12, cuman di sini ACS ya per rating. Oh, ratingnya yang paling gede itu Invi. Oke, headshot paling gede Invi. Something loh guys, 18-9-10, gokil. Oke, berarti next PRX kita bakal tonton lagi, watch party lagi PRX di tanggal 19 Juni, yaitu di hari
I think in Santiago we were just
Jam berapa
warming
nih?
up as
Jam
a
8.
team, and
Oke, jam
now
8 guys, jam
I think
8.
we found our form
Di
and
hari
are definitely
Jumat
as a team,
jam
so we're gonna
8
keep
guys
going,
ya.
forward with this.
Oke.
I mean, you went so
Nice,
forward,
perfect.
pressing W on Breeze, 13
Berarti
through
besok
the global
itu
map.
bakal
With
ini dulu
Split,
kayaknya.
Vitality decided on
Ya,
their
17
attack
bakal
side to
ini
hold
dulu
back.
guys.
Why do you
Dua
think you
nih
weren't
lower
able to
bracket
get the
dulu.
better of them there?
Habis itu
I think in Split
ini dan ini.
we kind of just like didn't
Oke,
play
ya.
as a team.
Nice. Oke.
We were like also not playing our own game. We were a bit hesitant. We
Oke
were
guys, so thank
making a
you.
lot of, like, not
We
really
will
good
meet again
decisions.
di hari Jumat jam 8 PRX versus EDG di upper bracket. Kita lihat siapakah yang akan menuju grand final duluan guys ya. So thank you guys for watching. Aksa di sini. See you on the next live stream.
What kind of
Peace.
structure is he been bringing into the team? Because I think we're seeing a lot of it on stage here.
I think Wendler